Hey. Sorry about that, you guys. I ended up hitting the wrong screen. Lord have mercy. I hit the screen that I was talking to you guys on instead of hitting the other screen. Lord have mercy. I'm doing too much. Hold on 1 second. That's why I don't like having all these devices. That's why I got to get me something else. Oh, Jesus. Sorry about that. I'm getting old. That's the problem. I'm getting too old for this. Thanks for joining back. Sorry about that, you guys. I hit the wrong screen. I hit the screen that I was talking to you all on, and I'm supposed to have been hitting my other device. I'm waiting on her. She's not contacting me. Okay. If you are Chief, call me back. I'm trying to call you. So sorry about that, you guys. I was doing my the other device was ringing and I hit you all because I couldn't hear good. I was like, somebody said they're there. And that's what happens when the voice when the video chat comes on, it was ringing both my lines. So I was like, oh my goodness. And I just automatically hit the one that I'm sitting here talking to you all on. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I am so sorry. Chief was ringing in. I tried to call her back. She's not answering. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. I got 8 in the chat. 1 thumbs up. Thanks a lot. Sorry about that. Oh my God. I need to go back to the days of Bell South. Just have a telephone. A regular telephone line. I think I might do that. I might just get a telephone line. She's not answering. So sorry about that. And I done broke my good live up. She didn't join. If you want to call in, Big Sexy 71 to my Instagram. If you want to give your opinion of this case, feel free to call. When I put up 1 finger, that means that it's somebody ringing in that wants to discuss the case. When I get off the line, I'll just do 2 down to let you know they're off and you're welcome to come back. Well, I told her, Candace, that I was going to upload back to put another title up. Lord have mercy. I just messed my whole live up. Trying to do too much. That's what's going on. All these phones and stuff. All these devices. I'm not with all this stuff no way. I don't like using this stuff to look at stuff, read stuff. Got this other thing here to look at, and it ain't worth a damn. It ain't worth a damn. I'll probably go out and order me something. I think I'm gonna get me another phone extension. Thank you, Candace. Thank you so much. If there's anybody else that wants to call me on Instagram right now to give your opinion of the missing boys in California and the conspiracies that possibly both families are involved in this case, please let me know. You're welcome to join the live and give your opinion. Wait a minute. Somebody's calling. Hello? Hello? I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's not doing anything. You here, baby?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I can barely hear you. My other phone just keeps ringing.
So should I turn the video part on?
No, unless you want me to see what you look like.
Oh, you can't see me?
No, it's just you in a white dress. Candace, you don't need no pizza this late. Don't be talking about you need some pizza to eat.
How are you?
I'm good. Let me see your face so I can see what you look like, girl.
Okay, now I have to go to my daughter because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, give me a minute.
Because, I've been asking somebody, how you doing to where you just talk on it and can't nobody see your face? Somebody said you hit the camera. You said you go order something. I'm talking about another device, like a laptop, sweetheart. Like a laptop or a whole computer a whole desk, all that. Well, hello. And who am I speaking to?
So only you can see me, right?
I can see you. Can't nobody see you. That's why I do the video chat. Some of y'all don't be want nobody to look at y'all. And then too, I've got the streaming set up through YouTube, but I have not gone in to try it. And I don't, they say I can test it out, but I done got lazy and I haven't tested it yet.
So
But
now you see me.
I see you. And you are? And who are you, ma'am?
But, I'm Hottie.
Hottie Stuff. This is Hottie Stuff I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to Hottie Stuff, you guys. Oh, God.
I've been following you for so long.
Thank you so much. Okay, everybody. Hottie Stuff is getting ready to give her opinion of who she thinks took the children, if the children are dead or alive. Roll with it, sister.
So last night I was typing in your chat, and I don't know, at the end, you wasn't reading my comments. You couldn't see them?
You know what it is? For some reason, there's a little bitty block on the screen, and I have to hit it, and then it rolls up everybody what they done said. But you weren't blocked because after I looked down, I saw your comment. The only way it's blocked, it'll say on my screen, message deleted.
Okay, so now that I'm speaking to you.
Okay, I'll make sure it's loud enough where everybody can hear. Okay, go ahead.
So now that I'm speaking to you,
okay,
opposed to typing in the chat, and why I can speak on the adoption process and why I don't think the bio mother had anything to do with this, because she wouldn't know anything about those children or where those children reside after that adoption.
Okay.
And two, the new parents clearly said she was a nuisance. They didn't want no parts of her.
When did they say that? When did they say that?
Oh, you better go back to those interviews. They were not kind. Well, the wife wasn't. She let it be known. Okay? And she didn't want to do that interview, that very first interview.
Okay.
She didn't want to do it, and she said it at the end of that live.
Okay.
She said because of that bio family, this is why we didn't want to do this.
Do the interview.
At the end of the interview.
So what I think it was, the fact that when they probably then looked out the window, come outside, all the family is outside. You think that's why?
You know, I watched every video pertaining to this case.
Okay.
And what I got out of it, and I understood exactly what the bio mother was saying from the beginning.
Okay.
And I did adoption also, and I know a lot about this, and I know how the system operates.
Mm-hmm.
What she was talking about was the past.
The past, okay.
She wasn't referring to anything present because she wouldn't know anything. She had no reason to know because that new family didn't want anything to do with that family.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You got all these different comments where this is why I don't like Facebook, because everybody be talking and chapping and you don't know what to believe. They're saying that the bio mother said there weren't presents under the tree. They were malnourished. Their hair wasn't cut. They looked frail.
That was before the adoption.
Okay, so that's my point.
Yeah, she could only speak about what was going on.
Right, before.
During the visitation.
So you think she had visitation with them at first? You think she had visitation with them at first?
She had visitation with those kids for up to 2 years.
Okay, up to 2 years she had visitation. Well, see, that's what I'm wanting to hear from her. And I don't want to hear no more about what they look like, this and that. I want to hear you show a receipt or something to say, from this point to this point, I had visitations with my kids at this house right here, this address here.
But if you knew how the system worked, you would understand what she's saying. And I got it all. I understood what was coming out of her mouth and what she was referring to. She referred to the family member that had the kids. She didn't have no problems there. The first foster mother that wasn't part of the family, she didn't have a problem with her.
Okay, so that's where I got confused, how this stuff, because I kept thinking, are we talking about one person or two foster families before the West?
Those kids been in 3 different households.
Well, see, that's why I was counting the time. I was counting the time up when I'm listening to the different conversations. I said, them kids that had to been in more than 2 just because of the age and when the West family got them.
She's cool with the second foster mother, and that's where I don't understand.
So that's what I'm glad you said.
Maybe, I don't know what happened in that situation.
Okay, so let me say that to you.
Spoken about.
The weed, okay. So let me say this to the chat and Hottie Stuff. In somebody's chat on YouTube, somebody made a comment that she got her kids taken because she was buddies with one of the foster mothers. So I thought, what are you saying?
Yes, that was the foster mother before
the West family.
Parents.
Okay, so that means who told that?
Well, if you go back to the interview, that foster mother is there in that interview.
She's the one leaning in with the little frizzy hair, like the little short bob like haircut, leaning in next to her when she's talking.
She's holding the mother. And
that's what I thought, the close lady. Okay, it's like her hair was kind of like a grayish blonde. It's like two-tone, but it's wavy like.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody who watches the interview, the lady that's standing next to Ryan Bean, talking and nodding, that's one of the foster mothers that the children, that's what you say, a legend, that it's a foster mother that the children was in at one time. Oh, I can't keep up.
See, I understood everything as it was, as it was being brought to the forefront. I understood what was going on, and I'm not siding with her.
Okay.
About why I'm not siding with the bio mother is because we would be the easiest contraband that you could put down.
Right. Not like,
you understand what I'm saying?
Not like cocaine or heroin.
That's right.
Or crack.
In the world.
Yeah, weed should have been easy. Yeah, weed should have been easy to stop smoking. Most definitely.
That wasn't the reason, and bring out the true reason.
Okay.
Because there had to be more than just marijuana.
Well, I'm glad Hottie Stuff said that, because all the allegations that have been coming out by different people is that she had a medical weed card, you guys, and that she was allotted to use weed. But we are still wondering, some of us, why the state took the kids. Is it because, what, you heard something else? Somebody kept calling? You saw something in her demeanor? You saw something in investigation? Because as Ms. Hottie Stuff is saying, weed should have been easier to stop smoking if you want your kids back. Okay.
And whatever story she gave them at that hospital.
Okay, right.
About what happened to that baby.
Yes.
They didn't believe her.
Right, and that's what I feel. That when the child got took to the hospital, before the state ever got called, a doctor had to sign off on the report. So this is why I keep telling everybody not to get mad at CPS, because CPS was nowhere around.
Before they even took that child out of her custody at the hospital.
Okay.
You know how many times that worker, that ACS worker, HDA, in different states, they call something different.
Yeah.
But do you know how many times they do the same questions at this lady in different orders?
Oh yeah, and I say that too about exams when you signing up for an exam, like military questionnaire for your job, adoption papers. They'll ask you the same question 3 different ways.
It's like even your driver's test. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Well, but that's to trick you up. I'm going to ask you the same question, but 3 different ways.
Yes, because let's be honest. Kids are clumsy. Things happen with kids.
Yes, they do.
And that was a baby.
Yes.
He was a whole baby. How did that happen to a whole baby? And that's what people got to think about. That wasn't a kid. That was a whole baby.
Right. So that's
He
the
was
question.
less than a year old.
Right. So how do you break the femur bone? At least 3 of you have jumped in the chat saying that the femur bone is one of the hardest bones to break. I've told you all that that bone stretches from your hip to your knee. So even on a little person, how do
I'm still trying to play out, how did that happen? How could that have happened?
you push your foot on his leg? That's how it happened. Or you threw him.
And I kept going back to the throwing. It just kept throwing me to the throwing. Did you throw that baby? Like.
Okay, listen at this right here, hottie stuff. Jeanne said she was ordered by the court to get treatment because she had the card. They wouldn't treat her, so she didn't complete the court order. I don't understand what you mean. Get treatment for what?
Yeah, because weed is something that you could just put down.
I don't understand your comment, Jeanne. What you trying to say? This
Weed
is confusing to me.
addicting.
Well, I don't know these days the way these people smoke weed. They act like it is.
That's because it's something to do. You understand? That's pretty much what it is. It's just something to do.
Everybody I talk to. Oh, drug treatment. Okay. So Jeanne is trying to say she was ordered drug treatment by the court.
You never heard someone that smoked weed walking around bashing somebody upside the
No,
head?
you haven't.
Get no weed.
No. I haven't heard of anybody commit any violent crimes under the influence of marijuana. No, I have not. I cannot say that I have.
Because if they don't have it, they can lay their head down and go to sleep.
Right. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you, baby. So
if you're gonna keep throwing weed out there, lady, is the reason you couldn't get your babies back then. You the dumbest chick.
Okay. So Hottie Stuff thinks it's the weed is the reason why she didn't get her kids and other reasons, right?
It's other reasons.
And other so it's other or the weed.
How about
I got you on that one.
How about this?
Okay.
One reason you're dealing with the court system and you're dirty. Right, one.
Dirty like what?
That weed is dirty. You dirty.
Okay.
Pretty much. Okay? You got the weed in your system.
Okay.
You're dirty.
Okay. Just them analyzing.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, she said she passed all her classes.
She passed all her classes.
Okay. Strike. She got a big strike for that. Okay? Ange, Miss Ange, you done did all that hard work with all them classes, and you mean to tell me you couldn't go in that court and give them some clean pee-pee?
But see, that's what this guy who's got a channel on here on YouTube, and he don't pull no punches. He's polite, but then he gives his opinion. I think he's called AFC on YouTube. So you all can check over there and check his material out. He's got a good following. He said how he felt. That how is it that you have lost your children because of marijuana?
Stupid reason in the world.
And California girl says it's definitely more to this. That's what I think. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, and I've already said this to you all already. This is what I think. Like what Hottie Stuff said about going to the doctor. I think the baby was looking funky, damn near comatose. You took the baby to the doctor, Ryan Dean. They did their X-rays and temperature and this and that, and then they went and called somebody directly after they got the results. And then that person came with the doctor, a worker, to say, this is what we found wrong with the baby. And I think they may have possibly found more abuse with the children. That's just my opinion. Either they found more abuse and broken bones, or they're trying to figure out how the hell that leg got fractured.
I tell you what, if those kids wasn't adopted and they were still in foster care, the records wouldn't be sealed, and all her dirt would be in the spotlight right now.
Okay.
Because she accusing the very people that were there to help her to bring her family back together.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
2 years.
Well, that's how I feel too, Hottie. That's how I feel. That's how I feel too. You had they said they had them for 2 years before they adopted them. So in 2 years, you had enough time to get yourself clean, take classes, bite their ass cheeks because that's what sometimes you have to do. You may get a snooty caseworker that's messy. All of that. All of that.
Think about it. That baby, that youngest one, never slept under her.
Oh, right. Right. Right.
But you love your baby so much.
Right. Right. Diamond Dozen said that something in the water ain't clean. And it ain't clean because that's the whole point. You made a valid point. They're saying allegedly the second child was taken 11 days old. So that baby didn't even get the bond with the mother.
That baby went straight from the hospital into the same home that first boy was in.
But see, I don't know if I believe that because I could have sworn somebody just sent me pictures. Oh, the queen, they stay in my inbox and stuff. Somebody just sent me pictures where he's bigger than 11 days old.
Well, she never had him.
Well, I'm telling you, I got photos.
And
I thought somebody sent some photos. And then I went to some, look at her, you all, man, I'm going to have to go back and look. Somebody sent me something through Facebook. Oh, I mean, not Facebook, but through Instagram, one of the fans. And there's pictures of him. And I can tell the difference between the babies. The one that's got more of a fatter face. He is big, girl. He ain't no damn 11 days old. So where them photos come from?
Well, you got to realize she still had visitation with her children.
So you thinking it's just her posing with her kids, not her being alone personally with her kids.
And all those pictures that you see is visitation pictures.
So, okay, so how do you say in the pictures that we are seeing, if you're able to see any pictures? Because they got some Facebook groups that's got some pictures of her. Those pictures of the second child that was taken at 11 days old, those are pictures of her visiting the child in foster care. Lord have mercy. This story just getting crazy and crazy. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Let me sign that stuff.
Anybody in the chat ever went through that process with us? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I thought I wrote it down somewhere.
They really work with you because the whole plan is to be a nicer family. They don't want to separate families.
They don't want to separate families. I keep telling people that. The state don't want to be placing them kids nowhere.
This is why the aunt had the kids first.
Okay, so the aunt had the kids, the one with the 9 kids.
Yeah.
And why do you think the state took the kids from her?
Now that's up in the air, okay? Because if it was a amount of kids in the household, then that would have been an issue from the beginning.
Well, that's my point. You knew she had 9 kids when you placed them there.
Something wasn't right.
Okay, well, this is what the girl said. This is what the sister said on Facebook. She said they got a new worker on the case, and she made the decision that she didn't think it was a good idea for the kids to be at their sister's house.
Well, that's their job.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, what you think?
It could have been anything.
Look, California girl said 9 kids. Wow.
It could have been a million reasons why they took those kids from the aunt. But this is what the system does. They try to keep you with family first.
And that's what I try to tell people. Ain't the state got enough to do? They're always short staffed because it's not a job that most people want. So who the hell want to sit up here and be wrangling with children all day trying to find them a place to damn sleep? That's why I said I don't think y'all really understand what's entailed with foster care. It's work.
It's easier on their caseload if they can
place the child
or
right.
For a family member.
Right.
Opposed to trying to find
a foster home. And that's what I've been telling the people out in the chat and listening to the video. They're already understaffed. So why are these people want to try to go find some strangers to put a child in foster care when they already know they short staffed and got probably not that many homes to place the children? And when it's easier to place them with somebody that they know, such as a sister, brother, cousin, grandmama, auntie.
And two, why is it that neither one of the fathers
I said that too.
Went through the court process
to go get their kids. So what about the fathers? Where are the fathers? Yes.
Neither one of the fathers
Right.
went through that process to fight
Right.
for their kids. So that tells the story in itself too.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. So howdy stuff. So here is me. Here I am watching the news. Was it last night or day before? And I get from the news. She drove up to the house with 2 baby daddies. Now that's on the news. That ain't. I finally got it verified. Ain't no he said, she said, nothing. So where the fathers been, and why haven't you all spoken to the news? You mean to tell me you're gonna drive an hour or so to see about where they at or where they missing with the baby mother? 2 of y'all now, and y'all won't speak up to the news and say nothing about your kids? I don't understand that.
No, how about this? Where was the 2 of you when your kids needed y'all the most?
Shit, I don't know.
Because if they would have stepped to the plate, those kids would have never been in foster care.
Well, for them
because they have family members also.
Okay, but guess what? You also got to want the kids, and you're gonna have to have something to step up to bring the children, because they're not gonna replace the kids with you, and you living with your other side piece girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying?
No, but he got family members.
But guess what? I gotta want my baby.
And look, I'm looking at the whole.
I'm looking at all of it too, and all of it's jacked up. It's jacked up.
It stinks.
It stinks. It stinks from the biological mama and the baby daddies and the relatives, and them not placing them. Okay, you said you didn't like them with this woman here. Okay, why couldn't you say, well, do you have somebody else that could step up and take the kids that don't have a lot of kids or whatever reason they found wrong?
She's showing photos of her visitation with the kids.
Okay.
But not one visitation with her, the baby daddy, and the kids.
Okay, so
that makes you think they never stepped to the plate.
Well, that's the thing about young people, see, and street folks, a lot of street folks, and some well-to-do folks too. These men don't want the responsibility. They just have sex with the women have sex with them, the woman gets pregnant, he may claim it, he may not. Now the baby's here, and that's that.
I've seen a big change in our black men.
Some hot stuff.
They like most of them now are really going hard for their kids.
Right. But what I'm saying, I think in this situation, that didn't happen.
They get in custody of their kids. Really?
Yeah. But what I'm saying, this case, I think it's just a matter of she messed around with some dudes. And you have to look at and it's not to be disrespectful to her, but people are going to say this. You laid down with 2 different men shortly after having a baby with guy number 1. And then you got knocked up with guy number 2. And then something jumped off with a fractured leg to where the state jumped in. Now you ain't got your kids. These people that had your kids 2 whole years. You could have got your kids sometime between the 2 years and quit smoking weed, if that's the allegation or any other allegations. And then these fathers have been just, where the fuck they been? And then now all of a sudden the children missing. Y'all just riding in on horses. But yet they still don't go before the camera to say, hey, I'm daddy number 1. Hey, I'm daddy number 2. Yeah. Why? And some of y'all scared and y'all don't really want to hear this. But it's the truth.
How about baby number 2 didn't even have to go in state care?
Well,
had baby daddy number 2 step to the plate.
But the thing is, how this stuff, we don't even know where daddy number 2 was. He could have been incarcerated.
Well, like I said, that tells a lot about her.
Well, that's what I'm saying. 2 children have been had back to back by different men, and then the children are taken from that same mother, and you don't see or hear nothing about the fathers to take the children in or their families, so they don't have to go into foster care. And now the children are missing from the adoptive parents, and you show up and won't even talk to the camera. I think that's fucked up.
I'm not being unsympathetic for the baby mom, the biological mother.
Yes.
But she failed those babies first.
Well, that's my point. And a lot of people don't want people to say that. A lot of you don't want nobody talking bad about the biological mother. But as I have said to you all, you got to have a story.
Those are her babies. Naturally, but she failed those kids first.
And that's my point. You got to have a start of a story. And the start is with Ryan Dean. And like you said, it's not to throw shade. Some people will throw shade. All I'm saying is the kids started somewhere. They didn't actually come here. So you have to admit it's fucked up to be born somewhere and something jump off with your mama and nobody else can step up to help. And then they go into foster care. Then those people adopt you. And now 2 years later, you missing. Come on now. That is messed up.
Especially, when you think it, and you read in these stories every day in life. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because this is a cruel world we live in.
It is. Keep talking, babe. I'm gonna check a message while you're talking.
This is the cruel world we live in.
Right.
And those kids been out of her care, what, 5 years?
Right.
Because 4 or 5 years, okay?
Okay.
Like, that's a very long time.
That is a long time.
That's a long time.
Okay, somebody, hold on one side. I got one of you in the chat just sent me a message. I got 37 in the chat, 17 thumbs up. Thanks for y'all joining me. One of you just sent the message saying, when I get a chance, go to MTGV and look at the tour of the house where the boys lived in California. Listen to the homeowners speak on the parents' character. What homeowners? That lady live in Arizona. What y'all talking about? The one that sold her the house live in Arizona. I don't understand what y'all saying.
I think they talking about the last resident. And
the apartment. Yeah. You mean the apartment?
That they just moved from.
Okay.
I'm gonna let someone else come in.
Okay, you sure? Okay, thank you so much. They just sent me a message telling me to go and look at the tour. God, you kind of scaring me. Well, what you trying to tell me? What the does it look bad? Oh Jesus!
What's the channel?
The person said MTGV and look at the tour of the house where the boys lived in California. Listen to the homeowners speak on the parents' character. So now y'all starting to come out and start talking about these folks. I was wondering when y'all was gonna start talking about these people. Well, California Girl said this is unfolding, God playing. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Folks starting to talk now.
MGTV.
Okay.
I'm not how to tell you. I love you, Ian.
I love you too, honey. Stuff. Look, I need to look. You in New York, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I need to be somewhere else, but I don't know. What's New York like right about now? It's too cold. I don't like nowhere cold.
I mean, considering it's January.
Yeah.
We getting decent weather. Like seriously, I have to put on my coat, but we in New York we have.
Honey, I've been the last time I've been in New York. Ooh, I said, no, I thought my body was gonna be cut into. It was so cold.
We don't get winter
like you used to.
That we was getting when I was young. You understand?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
We don't get those winters anymore. So, but we get good weather. Like we can get around without a problem.
Okay.
It's just the evening. But I love New York.
Yeah, I know a lot of people love the city. They don't want to leave. They complain about what goes on in the city, but they don't want to leave. I get it. I want to
leave, but I haven't decided where I'm going to leave to go to.
Well, come on to Georgia. I just read an article. They said people are moving to Georgia in droves.
Okay, then I might as well stay in New York.
Why? Why you say that?
And I have family in Georgia.
Girl, but look, it's a lot higher in rent, but it's going to be a peaceful existence. There ain't going to be none of. You're going to have crime, of course, but at least you can park in front of the stores when you shop. You ain't got to worry about parking in front of the hydrant, get your car towed, get a boot. You ain't got to worry about all that. That's why I don't like the city. You can't park nowhere. Can't park.
I'm a city girl, okay?
They got enough city down there. The only thing they got bad is a lot of homosexual men. That's what they say. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't last for a week, okay?
Okay, you visit. Okay, I got you. Okay.
I ain't last for a week. My dad was calling me back home in New York, okay?
Okay.
I won't go far from you.
Okay. So go on. So I don't know where you going. Where you going, Maryland?
I'll probably go
Virginia. Virginia's nice. I think Virginia's nice.
Yeah, I have a sister out there. Like,
Okay. So you'll still be on the East Coast. You'll still be an East Coaster.
Yeah, I'll be 5 hours away from my New York.
Okay, yeah. Take the train in.
Right. I don't have to take a plane. I can get in my car.
Hottie stuff, man. Okay, hottie stuff. So hottie stuff, before you go, tell the chat who you think got the kids, took the kids, where are the kids before you sign out.
Honestly, I believe that those two killers did it together.
The parents, the adopted parents.
I'm going to say together because it doesn't matter.
Right, that's what I say too. It doesn't matter who did it first.
Did it, they conspired.
They conspired together. And they conspired to cover up. So even if it was an accident, which we know it can't even be an accident because how you gonna kill one? No, let's say one had an accident. You beat one to death. How you beat the second one? But you couldn't beat two, right? Let's say I beat one kid. Why would I go beat the other kid?
They have to really do their homework because, like I said, Ange, we with children accustomed to get things out of our apartment.
Okay.
They come from our apartment.
Right.
I live in an apartment.
Okay.
I have a storage unit.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that storage unit doesn't have to be rented by you per se.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they have to check. They really have to check. And they have to go to other family members.
Oh, Lord.
They have to do so much.
Jeanne said they could have left two in the car. I don't believe that. It's been too cold. It's been too cold, baby. It ain't been that cold out there like freezing up north or Canada where they could freeze to death. They killed them kids. Excuse me, hold on one second.
We have to continue to do what we do and turn up the heat and let them get tired.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll crack.
Yeah.
But
Big Sexy 71 on IG. Okay, hottie stuff. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna let somebody else jump up here. Love you. Call me anytime.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye, baby. Okay. Hottie stuff is gone. She thinks the two did it together. They conspired, whatsoever. Even if it was one that did it by themselves, I still believe you can't kill no two kids by accident. You might have beat one, but you ain't even beat two. If you beat one, you decided, well, let's go and kill the second one. And come on with the scheme of, ooh, they was kidnapped, woo, woo, woo. I'm telling you, ain't no two accidents. You don't even hear of two babies falling in the pool. I've heard of one case. One case. Hold on 1 second. I got somebody sending me a message. Hold on. I believe that's on Nitra. Nitra, hi, I'm trying to call. Come on. Hold on, you guys. I got one person getting ready to call me. This phone act like it don't want to press the buttons. What is it? I got Alanitra calling in. So don't call in, you guys, because Nitra gonna call. Sorry about that. I'm waiting on Nitra to call. Hold on. Hello, Lord Jesus. It's the infamous Nitra.
Yes, ma'am. I called in for the show. I said I was gonna try to reach you because I don't be on Instagram a lot, but I was gonna definitely try.
Well, this is the way to meet me. It's still, hold on 1 second. It's still ringing on my live on my on the device. Okay, the Foster said, I can't stop thinking about the boys. It's a heartbreaking because you know something bad has happened. California girl said it's horrible. Exactly. California girl says, I definitely believe it was foul play. I got Nitra from the chat on IG, so nobody call in because I got somebody already on the IG video chats. That's how I'm taking y'all calls. 40 in the chat, 23 thumbs up. Earlier, I had Tarika Jackson's sister on. Sorry that I cut that short because I hit the wrong phone, which is the one I'm talking to you guys on by mistake because both phones was ringing at the same time. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. So I had to upload another video to continue this live, which is now 40 minutes in. Nitra is getting ready to give her opinion of what she thinks happened to the children. Who did it? I need you to tell me why you think they did it and where are the children. Get it.
Okay. As I say every night when we're in the chat and we go back and forth on theories and trying to put the pieces together. I'm gonna say what I've been saying. Everything starts with the mother.
Which one?
Now, the bio mom.
Okay, hold on. Hold that. I want you to hold that thought. I ain't gonna interrupt you no more. But Gian says, unless it was an accident, sold or picked up by a stranger, then I think the bio mom took them. All right, Nitra hit it. So now you got somebody saying bio mom as well. Why do you all think she took them kids, Ryan Dean?
I'm not gonna say I think she took them.
Okay.
I'm saying that everything starts with.
Okay, you think it started with the bio mom? Okay, I misspoke. I'm sorry.
When I saw her Facebook page under Paprika Dean, the bio mom seems to have went through this before because she made a post saying that this year she was gonna live for her kids, and she named it was like 4 or 5 kids, and all their names kind of started like with the same letter or something like that.
Yeah.
It gave the impression that she's been through this before.
Okay.
Because she said, I'm gonna start living for my kids.
Which means I haven't been.
Right. I don't know if you saw that post, but she has now since deleted it.
I think before, because if somebody said it's changed, somebody said, why have you taken all the stuff off your timeline?
Right. It gave the impression that she's been through this before. Okay, I'm not sure of the age of the bio mom, but I'm going to say that before maybe marijuana became legal in California, she could have possibly already been indulging with drinking, hanging around, just like any young person, hanging around people that wants to party. So to speak, people want to party. She, it seems like she might have started having kids very young.
Okay.
So with having kids young and you still want to do the same things before kids, sometimes people don't know how to let one go and grow up.
Okay.
If you understand that. Sometimes
we all been young. And see, and that's the point I tell people. We've all been young. We've all made mistakes. We've all had sex. We've all done stuff we ain't had no damn business, but we did it because we wanted to, and we didn't want nobody to tell us. So that's why I said I'll never sit up here and act like I ain't never seen a fornicated. But this stuff is deep.
But this is different.
Yeah,
I had my first daughter at 20. I had my second daughter at 21.
Okay.
I got married at 21.
Okay.
So see, I don't necessarily take the young as an excuse for everything because I did things young. My husband was young, so it gets no play with me because you know what you're doing. If you get one baby, I can see, you made a mistake. You got one baby. When you start having multiple babies, that's a choice.
Yeah, that's a choice. That's true.
A choice. If you struggle with one and you get 12 more,
right? You can't cry and complain that you in a bad situation,
right?
And you got issues,
right? So with saying that, I'm saying maybe she didn't have a great support system,
right?
As they portray, because like I said, when tragedies come, lawsuits come. They just go hand in hand, whether we think it's valid or invalid. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Maybe she didn't have a support system that really was good for the kids. I know the auntie got 9 kids.
That's a lot of kids, man. That's a lot of kids, Nitra.
Be honest. In the African American community, we are more accepting of saying when you're 15, 16, 17, your mama, your great-grandmama tell you, had a baby, they raised the baby. That's been something we have always kind of did. We're not going to put the baby up for adoption, which I don't understand. Like, if a young woman ain't ready, she doesn't want to have an abortion, why don't you introduce adoption? And I know this has been a terrible story with adoption, but they have been great success.
Well, and this is true. That's why I kept saying, don't judge all situations with CPS and foster care and adoptions, because there are a lot of people who love their adoptive parents. They were good to their adoptive children and their own children.
Yeah. So, because we've had it in my family, so I'm very familiar with the process. So what I'm saying, maybe she didn't have that support system. Maybe she did take a few classes. Maybe she did get these certifications, but there's no way to get those certifications, do the classes, show up on time, have clean urine, and you still lost your kids, because she had to go to some form of meeting or trial or something and be told that those kids would not be back in her custody.
And you can appeal everything dealing with DHS. For those that don't know, anything dealing with DHS can be appealed. Unless they make a final decision and say, no, we done. We ain't talking about it no more.
Her rights being terminated had nothing to do with the daddy's rights being terminated. They're two different people.
Right.
So I heard that the daddies just gave up their rights, which means...
So is that true, though? That's what I'd like to know. Is that true? Because I tell you what, I saw that on Ikamel's page where he states that in his bio. And first thing I thought was, well, what do the fathers have to say about that being said? Because I have yet to hear any commentary from the fathers. And guess what? We're 2 weeks into this damn soap opera. Y'all need to come out and give a statement. If you don't want to stand in front of the camera, that's fine. But at least give a statement to the news through Zoom and say what the hell happened, how you met Ryan Dean, how the relationship went down, and just be honest and let people know how you feel about your kids missing and how you feel or your participation, your relationship with Ryan Dean. Because I know one thing about a story, there are two sides and then there's the truth.
Have you ever thought about maybe the dad never fully claimed or took responsibility?
They probably didn't. That's what I keep trying to tell folks. We do not know these people.
Before adoption, has anybody ever thought that they might have never
been around?
The fact that these were their kids and she has always just had these kids and it's just been her, the kids.
It's probably what it was.
Her family.
That's probably what it was.
And she's always gone through DHS.
Right.
So getting to how we get to here today.
Okay.
As far as talking about the Christmas gifts, the kids not being fed, this and that, we would never truly understand or know what went on in the West household.
No, we don't know what happened. No, we don't.
When you have multiple people telling you multiple things, I think this is more of her feeling guilty for not having her kids. So it's easy for her to say,
let me keep talking about what they didn't do.
They did that, they did that.
Yeah.
But then it also goes back, did she ever prosecute the person that broke her baby leg?
That's what I've been meaning to say in all my lives. Where is the motherfucker that fractured the leg? Excuse my language. Ain't none of y'all said that in the chat.
Did she ever go this hard on social media and said, don't have this person around my your children because this person harmed my baby?
Where
this person neglected my baby?
Right, Nietzsche. Where is the person that fractured the leg? Since we get ready to talk about Pookie, Ray Ray, Batman, where is the person that fractured the leg? Because I ain't heard nothing about that person. Did they get prosecuted? Did they go get a lawyer? Did they defend themselves? Does she still have a relationship with the person that fractured the leg? We have not heard from Ryan Dean about that person. And now I think since we're digging up all these spider webs, let's talk about who broke the damn legs. Fractured the leg. Who legs is missing or something? California girl.
And was it any other forms of abuse or neglect within
and that's what I think.
To the leg being broken? Because just taking a baby to the hospital saying his leg broke, I've seen this. I've been through this with other people who've had kids taken, they put them back together and all that when the babies get hurt and things of that nature. So my question is, has it been more than one issue with the mother? Did they do, like, when she went to the hospital, did the story not sound right? Did she cover for the person? See,
all of that.
Not do something in order for CPS to be involved, and I know CPS is overworked, underpaid. You have good workers, you have bad workers. But at the same time, for everyone to keep saying that this is CPS fault, no, it can't be CPS fault because CPS doesn't arrive until they get a report. And
Thank you.
if people
Thank
understood
you.
how it works,
Thank you.
it took for them to
Thank
notice
you.
something
Yes.
or feel something that the
Yes.
kids would be in danger.
Yes. Yes. And I'm so glad Nitra said that, because this story, like I said, starts at the beginning, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. And you have to understand, CPS was not at the hospital when she took her kids. You think a social worker, like I said, was just hanging around an emergency room? No, he or she was not. The doctor signed off on that baby's leg. So anybody want to talk shit, get mad at the doctor, because he or she is the one who signed the report to call a social worker. Y'all ain't thought about that.
In the social worker notes, they have to get the doctor notes. The doctor has to give his testimony to the judge as well, in stating what he observed, what he saw, or what she saw.
Everybody.
Did the children, were they up to date on immunization?
Everybody.
Everything goes to parenting once CPS becomes involved.
Everybody.
And like you say, sometimes you have to bite the bullet with CPS. They might talk crazy to you, but if you are that serious about getting your kids, just as hard as you go for that dope,
right?
I call it all crack. It's all crack to me.
Okay. Then
you will go that much harder for your children.
Well, I agree with you about that, because you see how this stuff just said, weed is not compared to hardcore drugs. And everybody will say it. Anybody that smoke, I know. I call my brother out. I call them all out. They will tell you they'll smoke before they'll drink alcohol. Okay? Because that's their choice.
Right.
So that should have been a drug, as y'all love to say in the street. No, it ain't like cocaine. No, it ain't like crack. It ain't like heroin. It ain't like methamphetamine. Well, if it ain't like that, then there should have been no problem her putting it down and complying with the rules and showing up and doing everything she had to do to get her kids back. That's how I feel.
Which makes me believe it was more than weed.
It was more to it.
It was more than this leg.
It's been more to everything.
We need to know if it's been any previous hospital reports.
Right.
Like I said about the other children she had, when she said she was going to start living.
Where were they?
With them.
But where were they?
So.
You ain't think about that? Y'all ain't thought about that? Mm-hmm. Who had the other two children when them two got took? Why the state didn't take them too? So that makes me wonder, did she have custody of the older kids? Because if you took the infant, when you have taken the older children's CPS, I'm just saying. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. And for the sister to have 9 kids, you don't have time when you pushing out baby back to back to back to take in somebody else's kids. I mean, let's be honest, they ain't making no $100 million a year.
But why you on TV saying you watch all your kids? Okay, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I call a spade a spade. There's no way in hell you can watch 9 children simultaneously unless you superwoman, you got superpowers, and you got you at least 18 sets of eyes going around your skull.
And let's think about this. Is that auntie a married lady? Is she a single mother? Is she co-parented? What type of people she has come to her house? CPS takes all these things.
And they watch everything. And you think somebody ain't called to say something about the person holding on to them 2 extra and she already got 9? You think somebody ain't saying she's sitting in the car listening to the radio, smoking a cigarette? She's sitting on Pookie's porch too long. Them 9 kids plus the 2 running around the house. You don't know what folks calling and saying about you. That's why I keep trying to tell folks this is deeper than what is being said.
Watching all 9 of her children.
Well, that's my point. You're right.
How was she going to watch the 2
nephews
right. if she has to go to work to provide for her children? When you take in children and tell CPS you can take care of them, they entrust them to you, so you cannot say, well, I got to go to work today. I'm going to take them over to my cousin, friend, baby mama, cousin, girlfriend, sister house.
Right.
That doesn't work.
Well, I don't care what nobody say. Everybody need a break, whether you got kids or not. I don't care if you raising somebody else's children. You need a mental break. You need a physical break. And ain't nobody on top of this dirt getting ready to sit here and tell me they sit and watch 9 damn kids simultaneously 24 hours a day. It ain't possible, and you not doing it. And you got on that news showing out in that street talking about why they left the kids in the backyard. I want everybody to quit being hypocrites and act like you ain't never walked inside your house and left your kids outside in the yard and the backyard. Because I see kids roaming around every day and their mamas is not with them. And them children are walking down sidewalks. They going to the corner store. All of that.
Mm-hmm.
All of that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I'm like, if she got 9, that other 2 is 11. And let's be honest, these are babies. So they need 24-hour supervision. That means you can't say, well, I'm going to watch 11 children and 2 babies. We don't know how old the sister kids were. We don't know, because kids watching kids is basically what I heard would have been happening. Kids watching kids.
Yeah, Vicky said just like Cupcake. I'm telling you, I see it every day. So I am not about to sit here and listen to nobody tell me they sit and watch their children all day. I don't believe that.
These people with one child don't watch their kids all day. I have 2 children, but my kids grown. But it's people.
But they played outside.
Don't watch no children all day because you have to go to the bathroom. You
have to do
something.
You got to take a nap.
You have to.
Yes.
You have to.
Yes.
So let's be honest.
And that's when stuff goes bump in the night. When you take a nap and your kids in the house doing something in their room, they done went in the room, the kitchen, the bathroom. They done probably went outside. They probably went to the neighbor's house. How the hell you know what's going on while you sleeping and taking a nap? You don't know what your children are doing. You have woke up and seen kids. They done poured cereal, food, put toast in the toaster oven, turned the oven on. Your whole damn house could have been burned down because your kids been up doing stuff, but you was asleep.
Right. Because that's what toddlers do. When you think you can take a nap and you think the toddler gonna take an hour nap, no, that toddler might sleep for 15 minutes. And they up and they want to stick stuff in the socket. They want to watch Blues Clues.
You didn't say a socket.
They want to jump around. They want to go outside. They want to get some milk in the cup.
Look.
I mean, it's so much that goes into that. That's why it was hard to believe that this bio mom had the support she probably needed for these children.
Right.
And no matter what nobody say, it is a heartbreaking story. Now,
most definitely.
I think Scheme and Hustler all over them. Even the Jamal Walkers, I see Scheme and Hustler. I don't care what nobody say about him with the NAACP. I saw some of his pictures. He looks like a hustler.
Well, guess what? They say he got sugar in him. So what he doing? Shut your mouth, Satan. I can't.
I saw from pictures in a Facebook group I saw he was at the Pride Parade.
Okay, so that's why that white girl said that. That's on the AV News channel, the Night Watchman, that's been watching the house over there with the children at. She the one called it out, said he was gay. I said, I don't know nothing about that. Oh, Satan, I can't.
Facebook group, and they have posted pictures of Jamal's office, and I think he's a hustler.
What you mean a hustler? Wait a minute. Elaborate when you say you think Jamal Watkins is a hustler.
About show and money.
Say what?
What he would say, just from some of the posts that were in the group that they screenshotted, he's someone that seems like he always wants to be in front of the camera, more or less. They talk a good talk.
Okay.
But at the core of them, they got money because anybody with good sense, I'm talking about good common sense, you don't have to be educated for that.
Well, you don't have to get on a pay site either to give your comment about what's going on. If you have a statement to make to the public about your opinions pertaining to the children, the brother, his wife, you would go to the news and upload a written statement for the news to give. People do it all the time. Famous people do it all the time. So there's no reason to go to this Medium app to upload. That is a paying site. So this shows to me that somebody's all about the money because it's a pay site. It's a pay site. That's what it's for.
Not only that, if he sold for the NAACP, he could have held a press conference.
Well, he did.
In front of them,
What he did.
With them.
What he did.
And gave a statement, had the brother and the sister
he did.
up there and did that. No, he did it to get money.
So you say him and West. So him and West are both. Him and Giselle are both hustlers. That's what you're trying to say.
You just got an educated hustler
and one in street clothes. That's what I said to myself too. That's what I said too.
Between the two.
That's what I said. I said, why would two people sign off on that? One's educated and got a good paying job, shouldn't be hurting for nothing, versus these two who may be doing stuff for the money. So why would you sign your name off on that Medium site and sign your John Hancock up there. I said, well, who's going to be the one to collect the money? Because somebody has to be able to put their name on the site, on the account to be able to collect the money. So what you trying to say? Both y'all going to collect the money from the account? That's what I said. You know what? Don't even think about this because both of them full of shit.
Yes, and I think that that's a slap in the face to the public of the people who's been searching for
It's depressing.
Food, using their time, resources, food, and energy to search for these missing babies that belong to your brother and sister-in-law. They have not searched. I don't care what they talking about. The police told them not to do nothing. The police tell us every day don't break the law, but every time you turn the news on, folks break the law. Could nobody stop me from searching for my children?
Well, that's what a lot of people have been saying, is that they would still have searched for the children, even if the police did tell me not to search. People say it don't look right. You're not out there searching for your own kids. It just don't look right. No matter what the police said, don't do it. We got people doing it. It just don't look right. It just don't look right.
It don't look right. The story makes no sense because, like I said, yes, kids be outside all the time alone, but no one is going to take the chance, not only with just COVID being here, but no one is going to take the chance of a small baby and a toddler outside catching a cold, which is going to make them more cranky, more irritable, and say, okay, I'm doing good. The dude don't look like he pick up nothing. But don't.
Well,
he doesn't look.
I think they get high. I think they get high. I want to tell you what Hottie stuff said. She said, I really don't believe all 9 is her bio kids. She might have her sister's kids. That's what Hottie stuff said.
I mean, anything is possible, but like I said, the whole story for them makes no sense. I wish they would turn themselves in.
That's what I said. That's what they should do.
Let's don't cut the charades. Let's stop playing these games. They have the brother looking like a bigger fool than what he looks like. He's going to soon distance himself.
He done it already. They done did it when they issued a statement the other day. I couldn't pull it up nowhere, but somebody had said something too. The other grandparents, somebody that issued a statement in that commentary I got off of YouTube. They're just slowly, easily slide, trying to say, well, y'all need to focus on the West and the bio mom. So you basically throwing them under the bus saying it's on them. Don't throw us in there. But you just uploaded a letter the other day with the Watkins name up there. We family, we this, hey, we thick as thieves. Now that video comes out on YouTube and go viral. Now everybody backing up in the corner saying, well, don't be bothering us. You need to just focus on the bio mom. Well, what you throwing the bio mom in there for now? She ain't got custody. So why you throwing her in there? She don't got custody.
The whole family is a contradiction. The whole family.
Yeah, they full of shit. No, it's about that video. It's about that video being uploaded. That's all this is about. They realized somebody got proof that these kids were never at that house, and they already know that if he got a video leaking, what the hell else they getting ready to leak?
Right, and not only that, they made statements. So whoever wrote these letters and
that Watkins guy did that.
All this type of stuff, they didn't think it through because any good lawyer, because I'm pretty sure they have lawyered up, but it's just not known. But 9 times out of 10, the brother probably don't told him to lawyer up.
Right.
Any good lawyer would have told him don't make no statement. They did better saying nothing than to say something, then try to ease from it because no matter what, people are gonna group them. Public opinion.
Well, and that's what we live off of. But that's what we live off of. And I always tell people that sometimes what we think we seeing, we ain't. And the quirkiness and the odd behavior could just be that. Because how many times have we thought somebody killed their kids, hurt their kids, and then we found out the kids somewhere way over 8 states over, buried in a tomb somewhere. And the parents, guardian didn't do it.
I don't think they sold kids because they don't look like they had that type of sense.
Shit, I don't know, Nietzsche, about that. I don't know about that. I think they are hungry. I think they're addicts. I think they found a way to make money by bringing in foster kids. And I think at some point, somebody got tired of them kids. And somebody said, fuck it, we just get rid of them. We adopted them now. We ain't got to comply with the state. We ain't got to worry about nobody showing up, looking and checking. I tell y'all, stay woke. Once you adopt the kids, at some point, ain't nobody coming to check on the kids. So you can do whatever you want with the kids. And somebody will say, well, that sounds cruel. No, it ain't. Because people kill their own kids every day. So why would you think they wouldn't kill their own adopted children? I think this been planned from day one, and that's why they left the apartment.
But we need to know, have these kids been going to the doctor regularly? If they receive state benefits, so they
vaccination,
have to apply in some measure with going to the doctor, immunization, and things of that nature.
That's what's gonna tell it. I'm trying to tell you.
Going to the doctors and
probably
the
not.
Doctors notice anything before they were legally adopted,
right?
When they were just fostered.
Yeah, but you know, foster care is gonna check every little thing anyway, because they're gonna make sure everything's lined up, that you know, you doing what you're supposed to do with the money, or they're gonna come probably look around, half-ass look anyway, let's say. You know, they're gonna make sure that the doctor records are up to par, because that's gonna probably be a part of you fostering the kids, that you taking the kids to the doctor. What's Trezel's brother's name? Jamal Watkins. That page is not gonna pull up and show everything. He's got it locked since all this mess jumped out.
Locked his page. I never did see where the lady had called him out. I never could find it yesterday. I know you were mentioning
She on AV Watchman. Pull up AV Watchman United. Mm-hmm. He can't get in his old YouTube channel for some reason, because he thinks these people are fucking with him out there in California about some stuff he done reported on. So I don't know what that would have anything to do with it. But anyway, he's AV Watchman United has the video footage of him talking to the girl. I don't really want to call her name out on YouTube, but you're going to know who she is once you go in there and you do your peeping and sneaking around. She's sitting in the car telling AV about the conversation with Jamal Watkins, where he threatens her in the messenger DM and tells her he can get rid of her, make her disappear. But see, this is what I said about that. She had no business bothering them. Right. You had no business calling them people in their DM, because you're not a news reporter. You're not CNN. You're not Nancy Grace. You're not Dr. Phil. So you don't have no business stalking his mama. I will say that. Leave them folks alone, because we don't know what we're dealing with.
Because the first thing comes in his mind, he can make her disappear.
He said she's got the text messages. But see, this is what I keep trying to say. That girl took it upon herself trying to be a damn sleuth and a private investigator. Right. She may not like what I'm saying, but baby, you don't have no business bothering that West family, his mama. You doing too much. Exactly. You can't call somebody up in the DM and say, how you doing? Hey, what's going on with Trezel? How was he when he was a kid? Does he have a temper? Them people not obligated to answer your questions. They don't know you. And you just don't have the right to be going in their private life. Leave them alone before your ass get messed up. Because this is what I keep saying about everybody creeping around that damn house. Y'all gonna get enough of running around that damn house, creeping around. You're gonna get your ass sucked up over there, getting in some mess, fooling with them folks. Stay away from that West house. And I know y'all want to make videos for YouTube. Let me tell you something. You fucking with the devil. For y'all that don't get it.
Yeah.
That boy got a lot to lose, because he don't know what all that neighbor got on that damn surveillance camera. And that neighbor need to be careful, because now you've let a YouTuber come in your house to look at the footage. You think Trezel and Jacqueline don't watch YouTube? They now know you are the one that gave up the video. You better be careful.
And there's another thing that people need to take into account. You can do so much of trying to get to know the truth that you can give them a pass to walk right on up out of court.
Well, like I said, everybody need to think about what they're doing.
You understand what I'm saying? Everybody was so hell-bent in saying that she was going to be guilty, and they were searching posts, and they were writing, and they were doing this very exact thing as in this case. And what happened?
What case was that?
The Casey Anthony. Everybody was so
I don't know what the hell them people were doing. But see, Baez is a low-down lawyer. He's that type of lawyer that he is willing to sell your mom and daddy, and that's how she got off. He brought variables to who could have killed the baby. So once he threw in the utility worker, the daddy, the brother, some goofy doofus down there in Florida said, well, maybe her daddy did kill the baby. Maybe her brother did kill the baby. Maybe the utility worker that said he found the baby killed the baby. And that's all it took, was to put doubt in the minds of the jurors.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you not understand that just like you're saying, these people going to that house and getting stuff and going and stalking and sending DMs? Do you not believe that the same thing can happen in this case if they got a low-down lawyer?
No, they ain't thinking. Ain't nobody thinking involved with this thing. Like I told that man on his channel, I thank you for the good work you're doing, but you need to be careful. I said it on his page. Because he needs to be careful. Because now, Trezell, the brother, the wife, they know you hang around that damn street where they live. And they also know the neighbor has given up the damn footage. And I don't trust nobody when they think they backs up against the wall and could be indicted for damn murder or anything. Now he'll be a fool to mess with that man.
If they have nothing to lose, so that's my thing. That's what I was saying. People are gonna muddy the water. And then you give the defense more ammunition to say, well, this was on YouTube and this was out of a group and this was a direct message and this was screenshotted. And do you know how quick it is for them to say, you can't use it, you can't use it, you can't use it? People have to think.
Like I said,
it's fine to want to know things, but you can go overboard and put the cart before the horse.
Well, I tell you what, like I said in my live yesterday, I'm going to say it again, or the live the day before, y'all need to give it a rest, being by that house. Just stay the hell away from over there. But let me tell you what has been said. They've been sneaking in and out of the house, getting their stuff out of there. Trezell and Jacqueline. That's the word on the street.
Well, if they sneaking into the house,
why you sneaking? You live there. That's your house. You got money. Then you go get a loan from the bank and buy it. So what you sneaking in there for? The hell, you own it.
Oh, bad credit and drugs in it.
Them two junkies. I put my hand on it. Them are two meth heads. I'm telling you. Pill heads, all of it. Them drug addicts.
Those folks are going to expose themselves. I'm just waiting for the family to finally say, all day life, he's been a hustler. All her life, she didn't do this, or she had.
They said that. Nisha, they said that already. They already said they done found an old drug charge on her. Somebody said that, and I won't doubt that it's true. That's why I said I think he's always been a hustler. I think the brother in Washington is a professional, educated, and you got this Negro here. He's been in the street. He know the street. That's why they took in them kids, because they found an easy way to make money and not work. And they were hoarding foster children. And then one day, somebody got a bulb in their head and said, you know what? We can get rid of these two for whatever reason.
That's what I want to know.
They got rid of them two for some reason. Sold them. Got some money.
I want to know, was it Trezell's idea or Jacqueline's idea?
Look, Hottie Stuff said 2 bums. Y'all crazy. Okay.
That's what I want to know.
Need you want to know in the chat, whose idea was it to foster the children?
Jacqueline's or Trezell?
Was it Jacqueline's or Trezell's idea to start taking in foster children? I won't decide. I won't. It probably could have been both, just sitting there talking like, we need some money. We got to find a way to get some money. And then one of them said it. Oh, we could take in foster kids. We could open our door to foster children. Or they could have heard some people talking about, hey, you can get a lot of money for foster children. There's a lot of kids out here. Oh, Hottie Stuff says both. They could have heard some people talking about foster children. And then come on, girl, let's go call the DHS and woo and sign up. Take the classes, courses, background check. But guess what? I know that damn CPS is sick today. They sick today, baby.
The kids are in protective custody, and they won't get those kids back until the investigation is completed.
And them kids will be long gone by then.
Well, yeah. And then I also want to know who's Trezell, their mama, was his daddy in his life, how was they raised? Where were they raised? I want to know Jacqueline's background, because just like I said about the bio mom background,
Need you want to know everything.
Yeah, because
where you stay at?
Where did they meet at? How long did they date? I think he got a woman on the side personally.
Oh, who messing with Giselle? Nietzsche thinks Giselle got a side piece. You know what? I'm not about to go there with y'all tonight.
What is
it? 320?
All this kind of stuff and your credit
Oh, okay.
Because if it's bad, I'm trying to see what did they tell DHS in order to get the kids, because with DHS you got to have, they want a 2-parent household, you got to be clean, you got to be financially stable. So that's what's shaky, is that the lady said that they couldn't pay for the house, but DHS said you can adopt kids.
California girls
want you to be financially stable, and they in California.
Okay, so
I want to know.
Go ahead. You want to know how they was able to bring forth income for them to trust them to be at the house. I mean, to take the children in. California girl says, I believe both wild was scratching for the next high. But Nietzsche made a good point. What did they tell them as far as, oh my goodness, I got a fan from Africa. Thank you. What did Giselle and Jacqueline tell DHS that they did for a living? Because they had to have some kind of income to take the children in.
Right.
Even if it was Social Security. Still something. Disability. Could it be that one of them dropped disability? They do say that he was in the military. Who's to say he's not drawing a disability check from the state? I mean, from the military. Who's to say she ain't drawing SSI? And the state said, hell, we ain't going to turn nobody down. As long as they pass all the criteria, we're going to sign them up. Look, California girl said yes.
One thing with these cases is we learn each state. We need to learn these state laws, because I definitely want to know what did he put down as a job. And if he was in the military, he wouldn't have time to raise the kids. You say he was in the Air Force?
No, I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make is he may be now, at the time when he did the foster care, he may have had proof that, you know, he just got the military or drawing some type of income. And she may have been working at the time. So we don't know anything. We don't know what they did or what they put down on paper for DHS.
That's what we need to know. And that's what that bio mom needs. If she wants to expose it, and as heartbreaking as it's going to be to expose yourself,
yeah,
people wouldn't be hard on the bio mom if she exposed herself.
Right.
Because it wouldn't be nothing else for blogs or TV or radio to expose. Expose yourself. And when I mean expose yourself, expose everything from the beginning.
Well, see, she don't want to do that. She don't want to do that. Because I think it's only a matter of time. Everybody's starting to come out. Somebody gonna start coming out talking about all of them. Somebody gonna start talking about Giselle. Somebody gonna start talking about that his wife. Somebody getting ready to start talking probably about Mr. Watkins, the brother. Somebody getting ready to start talking about Ryan Dean. Somebody getting ready to start telling some stuff that you do not want nobody to know about you on the low. And that's the spoken word. Because I want to know where are they friends at? Where are they friends? Where are your girlfriends? Where's your best buddy? Where's your homegirl, Jacqueline? Where is Giselle's homeboy, best friend? Where are these people's friends at?
Hiding, because it's an embarrassment.
Hottie said she could have been receiving military checks. Well, that's why I'm saying he probably is getting a check from the military. And she may have been, and she may be drawing something. Who's to say? I don't know, because we don't know these people.
They already had kids. Because typically you don't find young people wanting to adopt.
No.
Or foster.
Unless she can't have children. That's the only time I see a young woman want kids. If I went to the doctor and the doctor told me I couldn't have no children, then I could see her saying, well, baby, I still want to have more kids. And then he said, well, come on, you want to adopt, or she want to adopt. And then, or they say, well, let's take in some foster children. But I don't think these people fit that criteria.
That cares about anything other than himself.
Well,
that whole press conference, he strikes me as he whoops her ass. She strikes me as she flighty in the mind. Like,
Vicky, somebody know about the kids. Well, that's the whole point. Where are their friends? Why do you not? Why is there no friend coming forward? Hey, I'm the best friend.
Isolating her or something, you know.
Well, they said he's has a temper, so he could be possessive. He could be possessive. He could be the type he don't want nobody in his house. He don't want her to have no girlfriends, no friends. She move when he move.
Well, she gonna get life and he'll get life. I mean, so
Well,
I don't know why she just won't tell it.
They're gonna be in a cell side by side.
That's why they'll get the best deal.
Well, that's how I feel, Nisha. I'm over all of it. Well, okay, I'm gonna ask you this. Are the kids dead?
Yes.
Nisha thinks the kids are dead. And
Yeah.
okay. And you think they died where?
I think in his mind, he has possibly, and I just hate to say it like this, because somebody on Facebook, when I first heard this story, right before you started on it, they kept saying something about a fire pit.
The fireplace.
That he put the kids.
Well, he could have put them in the fireplace. I thought about that, about the sawdust that the girl, Ryan Dean, said she saw sawdust and liquor bottles in the garbage can. First thing I thought of was sawdust. Who the hell's got sawdust? What you need sawdust for? I thought, well, perhaps they burned the children a while ago, because you know it's going to smell if you burn. Your hair is going to smell to high heaven when it is burned. Your flesh is going to smell to high heaven if it's burned. So it's going to be a ratchet smell if they burn those kids in the fireplace, let's say. But you can probably diffuse that, somebody said, with sawdust, lime, scoop up the ashes out the fireplace, the bones, put them in a bag, whatever, bucket, go take it, discard it somewhere.
I think that it's possibly not going to be no bodies because
No, I don't think we're going to find no bodies.
To get rid of the bodies.
Yeah, they've had ample enough time to get rid of the bodies.
Yeah, and as time goes on, we'll get bits and pieces of the story, and I think it would be a case with no bodies.
Yeah, no bodies. Yeah.
What is it called?
Circumstantial evidence.
Yes,
and that's what's scary, and that's what can get you off a case out of murder is circumstantial, because somebody got to be airtight circumstantial. And the only thing that we got that could be get them
going to that house.
Well, that's why I said what can get them, even if there's no evidence, and we go on circumstance evidence, the video will tell it all from the neighbors. Because if that boy go in that DVR, that and the FBI can pull up at least 3 months worth of coming and going from everybody on that street. And that DVR shows number 4 kids going and coming in and out of that van in that house. Y'all done. Because I already know them folks in California tired already. And if they start hearing, oh, we went back to September and we don't see no kids. We don't see but 4 kids starting September 15th. Now we in November, 4 kids. December, 4 kids. That's all you need.
I'm waiting on grandmama. I want to know, has grandmama ever kept these last 2 children? How often do she keep the children? Yeah, that's what we want to know from grandma.
2 kids, and they got 2 biological children. They're the oldest children. Yeah, well, I'm waiting on her too.
Grandmama that she could keep the 4, but she couldn't keep the 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's very strange, and that makes me think that to them,
well, they're rambunctious. Remember, he told the news, if you see them, they'll be rambunctious. Now we ain't gonna see them because they probably deceased. How the hell we gonna see them? Do you see them? That's what I should. That was the news reporter should have said. Do you see the children? The hell you telling me they rambunctious for? Hell, I don't see them.
Children that age willing to walk that far because they have no sense of navigation. Their first mind would have been a street or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
So as far as that, I think it will be a circumstantial case.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody should stop going to them folks' house so they muddy up the case.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest concern is that people will hound so much that you will give them leverage to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Because all it takes is one person to say, well, I don't believe that YouTuber, or that YouTuber is biased. And talking about YouTube, that's not real media. You know how other people think.
Well, the thing about it is the YouTuber don't got nothing to do with it. The YouTuber is just uploading the stuff to his channel. The neighbor is the source. It's the neighbor's footage. Right. And I would believe the neighbor quicker because he's got a visual of the house. And there's no way he can make up the footage because the footage has got a time stamp. It's got the date. It's got the view of the white van. You own that van. That van is coming out the house that you bought from the bank. That's you and your wife and kids coming out that house.
So where the kids? And that's the $1 million question, because you can't say the kids with grandmama, because
well, that's why I said that's gonna break the whole case. Is what's on the DVR. If the DVR goes back past December 19th, because we first was at the 21st. Now they got footage released that's the 19th with just 4 kids. If they go back the 18th, then the 15th, then the 10th, then the 1st of December, then November, then October. If you keep going back and you keep seeing 4 kids only, you already know what time of day it is. The kids been gone. So that means you came to that house without the 2 children. And I got a feeling that's exactly what we're going to find out on the DVR. The children are not going to be in any of the videos uploaded. And I think the FBI already know that. They already looked at the man's footage. They got the DVR right now as we speak.
And that's what we want to know. What was their life like at the house previous to this?
And Clark, yeah, they have evidence, and because you got to be very swift with your evidence. You got to have a second phone. Hey, Diane, how everybody doing? You got to have a burner phone when you decide to go drop the bodies off somewhere. You cannot go use your phone and have your phone on when you dump a body, because it's got your phone is going to ping off a tower so long as it's turned on. Now, had he took his phone and turned it off while he go dump the bodies, he could have. And TG thinks he had a phone in his hand when he was doing the interview. She thinks he had it tucked up under his arm, because when he walks in that door, he did switch something from the right to the left hand after that interview going inside the door. And also somebody's uploaded a video on YouTube showing the back of his shirt was wringing wet after the interview. Shut your mouth. He done sat there and saw himself. He done sat there and saw himself on the live news. What you sweating for, Giselle?
That's that dope coming down off that high. That's probably that dope coming off that high, and you went to sweating and need a new high. I think they own more than just regular dope. Just like I said about the bio mom, they own something down there that maybe we not equipped to it.
Well,
they do.
You don't think the bio mom's involved, do you?
It wasn't doing no good to be involved.
So that's what I told somebody.
What's she gonna do with them kids?
Okay, so that's what I was trying to say. If you say, somebody said this on that other person's channel, YouTube, I think the mama involved. I think Ryan Dean went in half on the GoFund money. Maybe she's gonna raise the money, they split it. I said they ain't guaranteed to get no money if she brought a form for GoFundMe or you did a GoFundMe, because we already know it's ain't gonna be one person's name on the account. Once you get that money out, I ain't got to come give you no cut or nothing that we agreed on. And who gonna sign a paper saying, yeah, on the 15th we conspired to kill these kids, I'm gonna cut you half or whatever I get.
The bio mom wouldn't even know where they were. So how she was gonna be in on a plot.
Okay, so now you just answered one question, what you just said out your mouth. If she couldn't be on the plot, how the hell she know to come up to that house when the children went missing? Our way.
Because I think she was tipped off from somebody else, according to what was on Facebook. I think the bio mom was tipped off as far as. So the news broke, but guess what? When the news break a story about somebody missing, they don't give no address necessarily. It's just a big. Allegedly, she was tipped out that this happened, but I don't think they could get along well enough for her to go along with Giselle and Jacqueline.
And that's what I said. I said, who would sign off on killing their kid just to get some money, GoFundMe money? You have to be just as cold as the people conspiring and say, and how can you just walk up to somebody and say, hey, we're gonna kill your kid, we're gonna split the money if we do a GoFundMe. How this stuff says she received a call. But still, how would they know? Who you talking about how this stuff? DHS called her to tell her kids are dead or missing, excuse me.
That's what I heard, that she received a call.
Layla De Leon said, I feel they need to question the other children. Hold on, let me say that right. I feel once they question the other kids, they will know what happened. Well, not necessarily, because they have done it while the children were asleep. Because they have just loaded up the children in the van and took a drive and took the children on to do whatever they want to do outside the house. See, we don't know. But I understand what you're saying. Say what?
We don't even know how old the other children are.
Oh, how they supposed to know the first mother? Hey, my baby sister's in the chat. What you doing in here? Everybody say hello to Tia. Oh, Lord. I'm going to make you get up here. I'm going to make you call in and you can talk about life and children. Yeah, my sister needs to come up here. She can talk to us about children and baby daddies and raise. You want to come up here and talk, baby girl?
See you later, Queen.
Love you.
I'm going to go back to the chat.
Okay, come on back to the chat. Love you. Bye-bye. You missed a chat from an Alanitra. Oh, I thought I did it already. My baby sister, Tiara, you want to come in the chat? You want to come up here on here and talk, baby, about anything pertaining to the case, or have you followed the case? She ain't even on Instagram. Hold on a minute. Let me call this little girl. Y'all hold on. Nobody call me. Let me call her. Let's see. Is she even? Hold on. Oh, Lord. My sister talking about what case? Oh, come on.
Hello.
You don't know about the case of the missing boys in California?
No.
Who's that in the background talking?
That's you.
Oh, I forgot. It's a playback. It's a delay. Well, turn it down because I can't talk to you and hear myself in the background on that TV.
Okay.
So you don't know nothing about the case. So you can't give no opinion. Damn.
Nope. I haven't heard about any case.
They ain't got TVs in Wisconsin.
Yeah, but I don't watch TV. I be on my net.
Okay. Well, go pull up a news interview on YouTube and listen at the parents talk about what they said happened to their baby, and then call me back and tell me what you think.
Okay.
Okay, and just send me a message through Messenger in case I got somebody on the video chat talking through Instagram, okay? Because they got an interview of the parents talking, and I want you to just listen to what the parents are saying about what happened to their kids. They got 2 adopted boys missing, okay? They had total 6 kids. 2 are missing. Nobody has seen them. It was 2 weeks ago. But now video footage has come up on YouTube that they see them getting in the car on a Sunday before they filed a missing persons report, and it only shows them getting in the van with 4 kids. Are you following that?
Okay.
Okay.
I was just watching some on my Hulu about the 2020 episodes. A lot of stuff I didn't even know happened, like the.
Because you don't be paying attention to other stuff going on. Do you know they stormed the building at the Capitol? Do you know that?
I heard that, but I don't know a lot of details. But, you know.
See, listen, I don't want to hear myself in the background. Call me back later. Just send me a message and let me know. Bye, helpful. Oh, my God. Next caller. She don't even know what's going on, y'all. Oh, from the mall. They ain't go to the mall. Layla, girl. She be on some other stuff. Don't get me started. She young, so there you go. She a child, honey. She trying to sell clothes and do all of those kind of stuff. She trying to, as y'all say, she working from home. Layla said they need to get videos from the mall where they supposedly went Christmas shopping. Well, Layla, how about this? We're going to enlighten you about that video. They didn't have time to go shopping, baby. It's an hour's drive from Cal City to Bakersfield. They come back within like 2 hours and 30 minutes or more. So they ain't had time to go shopping. And from the video, it doesn't look like she got out of the van with shopping bags. I'm just saying. Next caller, please. Instagram, Big Sexy 71. Send the queen a message. Tell me what you think. Who got the babies? Who is this? Who's this talking? Definitely didn't have time to go shopping. They went to bury them babies. Oh my God. Well, Layla, that's the whole point of that, is that when they got in the van on that Sunday, before that police report was filed, it was just 4 kids that got in the van. He also got in the van from the passenger side, which is very odd and peculiar. There was no 6 kids. He only got in the van with 4. So the children were already gone. Perhaps. Just saying. Anybody like to call the queen, give your opinion on this case. I'm 1 hour and 35 minutes in a part 2 because I had to go. I was talking and one of you all was calling and I mistakenly hit it on this phone here on this device and it threw my chat off because I got another device I use as well. And I just mistakenly hit this one, forgetting I was live. So I apologize about that. So when people watch it, it's going to get cut. They'll be like, what the hell was going on with that live? Okay. Who is this sending me something here? Exclusive footage, biological mom of missing Cal City. Okay, you can find that on YouTube if you want to watch that video. Hold on. I can't even find. These videos are stupid. They won't even do what I want to do. Okay, if you want to find this video, it's by Javon Christian on YouTube. I saw somebody send it to me. I can't think. Instagram. Somebody sent me the same video earlier. So far, it has 20 views 3 minutes ago. So that's the picture of the biological mother with the children when they were baby. Yeah, they're beautiful pictures. And that's what makes you just like, you know, you start thinking, dang, you know, I may have been hard on the mother, this and that, when you see those pictures, you know, because she did give birth to him. But it's just sad nonetheless that they were in her custody and they ended up with these people. And they're looking at these pictures and they got the music playing in the background. It's really depressing. It's so depressing. All this is depressing. Let me see. Make sure ain't nobody sent me nothing. Instagram. This is just sad. I got 26 in the chats. Got a few that quiet down because I know it's getting late. And I'm 1 hour and 41 minutes in. It's 3:47 in the morning. Y'all are really holding on with a queen. But this is just sad. But I really want to go to this MTGV channel and see what they're talking about with the house. Hold on a minute. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hold on a minute. These evil people need hell world what they do to these babies. Wow, precious baby. We saw those visitation photos. See, I didn't even know they were visitation photos. Nitra and Hottie Stuff. Hello. Hola. Thank you, Nitra. Thank you, Layla. See, I never knew when I saw those pictures earlier, day or so ago. Hell, I didn't know that she didn't have her kids. I mean, I do remember the little boy being taken. But hell, I couldn't even remember how old he was when he got out of her custody. This is too much. Let me thank this person that sent this blessed one. Sent this information to me. I'm getting ready to go over to this channel and see what the hell's going on. We getting ready to investigate MTGV. So let me go back into YouTube. Hold on. This is just too much. I ain't lying. Let me put this up here. MTGV. MTGV. Oh, don't start.
Okay, so we all remember what Brazil wants us all to believe. I thought it would be a good idea to go through the house and see if that makes sense. Neighbor surveillance shows none of this. You seen my last video. The neighbor surveillance shows none of this. He was never in the backyard. The gate wasn't open. No kids back there. No throwing of wood. You saw the video. He jumped in that creepy ass van. He went in one direction and he came back within 4 to 5 minutes. And he stood there and waited for the police. He did nothing. I'm like everybody else. I'm not understanding why they're not arrested. But here's the tour of the house. It's a really nice layout of the house. And I noticed that here's the back patio, I believe. Come on, y'all. We gonna go all up in here. This is a really nice house. Is it possible that they were only in this for money? There was a property owner that spoke up about them being shady when it came down to buying this house and how long it took to close it. Now, this is the patio area here where the boys would have been sitting right out there. And I wonder if she was wrapping gifts, how far was she from the patio door? Because if I had my younger children outside, I would definitely be positioned by a door. Let's revisit what the property owner said. So the next part, she's going to explain the frustration and how she had to live out of a hotel, and it took 100 and some days. Those were not the missing boys. There you have it. So we remember that call from the property owner. Now this house used to be a grow house. I'm not sure if that means marijuana. It kind of sounds like that to me. But yeah, this is what she said, that they were shady and it took forever for them to purchase the house, but they did finally purchase it. I think she said September 30th. So they've been in the house that long. Now, I'm not sure if the video footage that we've seen of the when Trezell was so-called looking for the boys, and even the video when they loaded the children into the van to go shopping in Bakersfield, I'm assuming that that's probably the footage that she's speaking of. And she didn't see it. It sounds like it was explained to her. So she could have just been mistaken when she said that he did see him getting in the car babies, but it was not Orrin and Orson. It was the other 4 children. So this caller could very well be credible. I believe she's the property owner. I don't know why she would make that up. But it's just conflicting information when it comes down to the surveillance and what was seen on it. But we seen it. And if you haven't, please go back to my channel and go to the playlist. And there's at least 15 clips concerning Orrin and Orson. It's all the information that has been put out. So you guys, you be the judge. Let me know what you think concerning if you looked at the video and now you see the layout of the house. What do you think? Do you think that there's any way that these kids could have walked away? I don't. What do you think? Do you think that there's any way that these kids?
See, I didn't get to really look at it because I was showing it to you guys. Hold on a minute, baby. Let me pull it up. Wait a minute. MTGV. I'm gonna have to start it back from the beginning so I can look at it by myself. So what do you all think so far what you saw? Because I couldn't see it and show it to you all at the same time. What do you think? It's got 14 views 4 hours ago. I wonder if this is a tour of the house. Maybe the homeowner, maybe she uploaded it to YouTube or something. What do you all think? I got 25 in the chat in the late hour, 37 thumbs up. Thanks for holding on with a queen. So I'm going to read y'all comments because I got to go back up and see what y'all said. Oh, Layla, don't talk like that about no organs. 2 burns living their best life. 2 bums. Not only for a quick minute. Only for a quick minute. This is so sad. Wow, Layla, I didn't think about that. So sad. How they stuff that part. Layla, you can't make this up. What's this lady's channel? Okay. Interesting. She brought up some great points about this story. I think it's possible that they killed those kids and burned their bodies. Yeah, they probably did. Diamond Dozen. Thanks for joining us. I was thinking about that with the fireplace when the Ron Dean said something about the garbage can allegedly. Sawdust and liquor bottles. Now, let's say just drank a lot and the bottles piled up. I don't know, but wouldn't you discard all of that stuff knowing you're going to make a report to the police that your children are missing You're not going to leave anything out to where somebody can judge you coming in your house. So I wouldn't have liquor bottles out. I wouldn't have trash out. I wouldn't have pornography out. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'd have all that stuff put up. Okay, so Nitra, what is it about this house tour that makes you all say what you're saying in the chat? Somebody need to call me. Because I need to watch and see what the house looks like. That was a good little tour. I'm going to sure watch it when I get off of here, too. I sure am. What the hell? Folks had too much going on. That's the problem. 25 in the chat. Y'all holding in there with a queen. I sure appreciate it. Blessed one. Who is Blessed one in the chat? She could have planted them items. Oh, Jen, wow, that's a hell of an accusation to say. When she'd had time to put them in there, baby. You know the police would have been watching the house soon after they made the report. So she wouldn't, the biological mother, be stupid to put them bottles in there. Layla don't think they made it to the house. Jen's talking about planting stuff. I don't think the baby mama could have planted them bottles. Because that'd have been too dangerous to plant them bottles. I'm so glad it was a short stay for the two bugs. Oh my God, y'all killing me. I'm going to ask her, did the homeowner release this footage of this house? She admitted to being there 45 minutes before everyone. Oh, okay, Jen, I got you. Okay, yeah, I think I do remember hearing her say that when I think about one of the interviews when they were asking her about finding out and everything. And that's probably when she came up with the baby daddies. Nitra said, I don't see how the babies could have wandered off. Okay, Jen, I got you. Anybody else want to call me? I'm almost 2 hours in. Y'all act like y'all ain't got to get up and go nowhere. What y'all ain't got nothing to do? So, talk to the queen. Anybody else want to call me on Instagram and give their opinion about this case? Because we are 2 hours into this new chat. God, I hate I messed up that first one. Oh, my God. Really messed that one up. Too many devices going at once. Lord of mercy. Anybody want to call me? Who would have been Nitra? Where the kids' beds? Y'all asking the wrong. Selena Latham said, where are the kids' beds? Baby, I don't know. This might have been a video from the first homeowner who was selling them the house. She may have did a video of the house to, give to the realtor to show people. Because I'm trying to figure out where, how this video get uploaded. Well, Layla says they didn't make it to the house. They need to tell the world. Where I think it's time they need to go on and turn themselves in and get it over with. Because why was she in the trash? Probably just trying to see what's going on, being nosy, what black folks do. Don't y'all try to act like y'all ain't never been nosy. Excuse me. Yeah, somebody would have seen the kids and wonder what they was doing walking down the street. Especially if the neighborhood had more white people in the neighborhood, they would have been looking like, where them little black babies coming from? Where them children coming from? Very odd. Very odd. Very odd. Very, very odd. Anybody want to join me up here? Say hello. Anybody in the chat want to call the queen and give your opinion to the chat, to the world, how you feel about this? Layla, you want to call? Y'all can stop talking in the chat and give your opinion up here on this on his phone. Thank you, Lizionessa. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody want to get up here and get their opinion where people can hear you and you all can stop talking in the chat and let somebody hear your voice? Just blessed that it's dark. Kids are scared of the dark. Just blessed. You the one sent me that information about the kids in the little video and everything. You the one that did that. That's why I'm telling you this. That video is probably uploaded by the homeowner before she sold the house. I'm assuming that came from the homeowner. How they got it, I don't know. But I won't, because who's been in her house to show what her house looked like? Thank you, Layla. Layla, you want to get up here and say something? Selena Langston, you want to get up here and say something? Y'all just chatting in that chat. Won't you get up here and let people hear your voice? And get your 411. Ooh, excuse me, I just yawned. Let me see. Blessed one. I'm not sure. Hold on a minute. Well, you need the cow, girl. I'm not sure, but I think it's an old video. Yeah, I think it's the video when the homeowner was trying to sell her house. And she probably, had a video of her house so she could sell it. That makes sense to make a video. Why don't you call? Who is this? Rain 246. Y'all got so many names. This says Rain 246, Blessed One. Blessed One, are you in the chat? Why don't you call the queen and give your 411 up here? Yes. Oh, Nietzsche. Nietzsche said, thanks for joining us tonight. Hit the like button. Yes, honey, we've been talking about some stuff, ain't we? So y'all don't think the mother could have been involved, the biological mother? You don't think this could have been a scheme between both of them? That's some stuff I've been hearing from other people. I'm not saying I think that, but I'm just throwing that out there. I've seen on somebody else's channel in the comment section, somebody said, how they know to come up there, how her family know to come up there, how they know the address, blah, blah, blah. I love to, but had a drink. I love to, but they ain't gonna see your face, they just gonna hear your voice. Good Lord, you can't talk, you that drunk. Yeah, you might need to stay out of this chat. I don't want you up here talking with your voice slurred. Goodness grief, I can't. I ain't having one little small drink. Not both. Okay. Jean L said not both. Jeanne, you want to get up here and talk? Because Hottie Stuff and Nietzsche and already gave they 411. They hangs in with old Queen. Who else I got in here? Selena, come on. Lizia Nessa, you need to talk. Layla need to talk. Just bless. I got the same people in the chat. What? At least 5, 6 folks. Y'all need to get up here and say something. Dime a dozen. I don't know where you at if you still out there. Dime a dozen. You want to get up here and say something, baby? Call the queen on Instagram and give your 411 about what you think about this case. I got hooked on this commentary, laugh out loud. It's the sharpest critiques I've heard concerning this case thus far. Well, thank you, Zionessa. I thank you. Well, see, I chop everything up. I don't do like everybody else. I chop everything up. I chop up everything that the police say. I chop up everything the parents say. I chop up everything the biological mother said. Pookie, Ray, stuff in the chats, Facebook. I just chop it all up and say, what if? And I don't want nobody to say, Big Ange said this on her channel that you did this. No, Big Ange ain't saying nothing. Big Ange will tell you that something don't sound right. But do I know where the kids are? No. Do I know what happened to the kids? No. Do I know if they're dead or alive? No. But something is suspicious with this case. The parents do seem peculiar and off. You got neighbors watching them saying they act peculiar, getting in and out of their van. And that neighbor ain't lying when he shows him jumping in the van from the passenger side. Who the hell jumps in the van from the passenger side when it's got a driver's door? I told y'all to think. You off, dude. Trezell, you off. Then he said the way he was throwing them in the van, like you Russian. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? What the hell hurry you got going on? What you rushing for? Stupid. Throwing your kids in a van. Hell, like you on the run or something. And that's the Sunday before they filed a report. Stay woke. Without the other two, they're nowhere in the surveillance. 4 little itsy bitty spiders entering the van. Yeah, hot stuff like trash bags. I'm gonna tell y'all something. They got those kids, and who's to say they don't knock off the other two they had? If we had never found out about these 2 missing. Here go my sister. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know something going on, but we'll see if they do the investigation goes right. Tierra, you don't want to jump up here and say nothing. You just want to sit in the chat and listen, or you sleep. You had the lights off. You was probably in the bed. Holy cow. What in the hell is going on up in China? I don't know what's going on, y'all. I ain't lying, but these are weird folks right here. But you know what's scary? Do you know what's scary? It's that these people laid down and gave birth to somebody. They came from somebody. They related to somebody. They worked with somebody. Allegedly, he's been in the military. Somebody's been friends with these people, ate with these people, drank with these people. Kind of like when Jesus sat at the table the last night and told one of them, I know one of you going to betray me. You better come on with it. Okay, honey. Put your hat on, baby. See, you don't know people. Because you got to remember, all these stories we hear, these are real people. Somebody likes somebody pretended to like somebody stabbed somebody in the back, somebody got somebody missing, somebody put somebody in the river, the lake, the ocean, a bag, a canister. These folks are grimy out here. Yeah, GN, that's gonna be the ticket. When you get the upload to show how many days them folks didn't have them 2 kids. And I'm telling you, I bet you it's going to go way on back up to September. You don't know people out here. The same people you laughing and keying with will be the same one to take you for a ride and get you knocked off, your so-called friends. I'm trying to tell you. I got a feeling the grandmama know them children have been missing. The grandmama know them kids been missing. I tell you, I better stay woke. The grandmama know them kids been missing. Nietzsche said it's $50,000 reward for the missing boys. Lord have mercy. And imagine the lucky person that's going to get them 50 G's. You hear what I said? And who is that going to be? Somebody going to tell it. Who going to tell it? Yeah. LZ, you're right. The bigger that pot gets, somebody going to start talking. What's the motive, Tierra? What you think the motive is, Tierra? We already told you we think they greedy. They're just using the system to milk kids and foster kids. See, you always got to remember something. Once you have been adopted, these people can do what they want to you. Ain't nobody coming around to check no more. Ain't nobody knocking on the door doing no visits, pop-up visits. Okay, Lil Zanessa said she thinks they were part of a pipeline. They could be. These folks could actually be in some secret group. I do too. She figured it out, or one of the 4 filled grandma in. I'm telling you, the grandmama knew them kids been gone. That Negro up in Washington, D.C., he probably knew the kids been gone. He done made up some funky ass excuse where them kids been. You think them folks ain't called a video chat and asked to see the kids? What you gonna keep telling them every time they call? They gone, they gone, they gone. Well, why them 2 gonna always be gone? I tell y'all, stay woke. And now you think they get ready to come and tell the 411 that, oh yeah, we been knew them 2 boys was gone. Hell, I won't be surprised if they lie and say the mammy came and got them. Oh, we let Ryan Dean come pick them up for a while. Y'all better stay woke. A fake program that they're in, maybe. Yes, they probably are in some type of secret group that where people like little boys. The back pages. Have y'all heard of that? Y'all, they say it's a whole lot going on out here that we don't know about. Underground groups, pedophile groups, people that swap pictures of little boys and girls. They send each other pictures, and they actually talk on the phone and text each other and comment on the pictures of the little children. They take naked pictures with themselves and the children. They have the children doing sexual acts with the children, and they swap pictures. It's been proven. And I ain't never went there in my life, but we might as well go and say it now and get it over with. Yes, the back page. The dark web. So while y'all living a cushy life, you got folks right now up somewhere doing what I just said. Looking at nasty pictures of babies. And sending them to another homeboy over in Idaho. And Idaho sending them over to New York. And New York sending them to Florida. And Florida sending them to D.C. You see where I'm going? That's why they tell y'all, be careful of those pictures you keep posting to Facebook of your kids. Y'all love snapping pictures. You don't know where your picture's going. I'm trying to tell you. That's why you don't put no pictures of your babies in bathtubs on Facebook. Don't do that no more. Don't put no pictures like that on Facebook. You think a pedophile ain't going on your Facebook pages looking to see y'all little kids? I know this is probably a topic you don't want to touch, but we're going to touch it because we're talking about 2 missing babies. And they probably take an account, downloading your little photos of you in your little hot skirt, and you posing looking cute. They taking pictures of your baby too. And probably, like you said, a catalog. Probably got dozens of pictures uploaded of little bitty boys and little bitty girls. I used to tell people this, and No Pepper hate this topic. Well, we have to talk about it because we got babies missing, and we got sick people out here who fancy little children for sexual gratification. So we don't know who got these kids and why. We don't know if these people sold these kids to some sickos or underground group. We don't know. Or they just got mad and got rid of them. Yeah. Stop posting all these pictures of them children. Because y'all be talking on that book. Where you live, your neighborhood, what McDonald's you at. We're at Applebee's right now. Look at us. You got everybody in the pictures. You're going live, panning the room. That's why your houses get broke into. You just told everybody to get Applebee's. Well, I know to go in your house now. You live on the book. I tell you, you better stay woke. Yeah. I said children. I sure did need you. You know I'm Southern. But I keep trying to tell you, the little things that y'all don't think about is what gets you caught up. It's how people learn your business. It's how people learn your habits. Because there's always somebody watching and looking at you and lurking and stuff. And the little things you posted on Facebook, you really don't think it's a big deal, but it is because it's always somebody watching. That's how people get information on you. And that's how people call CPS. Now, y'all want to talk about that? CPS can learn all they need to learn from your Facebook page. Did that ever occur to you? Not just the police. But I get to see you like to drink a lot. You like to turn up the glass a lot. You like to post all the bottles that you bought. Ciroc, Hennessy, Top Shelf. Oh, I said it. Right. You can indirectly invite a sicko into your life. She said it. Point blank. Now somebody know you got kids. You posting all your bottles, your drinks. You smoking on live. You smoking weed or whatever you doing, turning up. You don't ever think that's ever going to get used against you, especially if you got children. What if you got a professional job? You can't do that stuff. Somebody is always watching. That's So I keep trying to tell y'all that. That's why people know your business, because you telling it. Ain't nobody got to go call no nothing. Just keep staying on that book. Posting pictures and lies. Trying to tell you. Always somebody evil. Want to see you fall down. Hell yeah, they'll call your job. You see that picture she posted on Facebook? She was drunk. She was falling down. She was drunk. Her words were slurred. Oh, I don't want her to be my damn nurse. I don't want to be my nurse's aide. I don't want to working with my baby, my patient, my client, my this. Not somebody calling your job. Not your job calling you in the office. They're going to have a little chit chat with you. And you wonder, what I do? Oh, Facebook. Facebook. Well, what about Facebook? Well, we hear you've been doing a lot of things lately. Now you got to sit here and explain to somebody about some shit you done posted on your own Facebook page, your Instagram page, your TikTok, Snapchat, whatever the hell you doing, your comments on Twitter. You know how many people that lost their job from Twittering? Let's keep this real. A lot of people. And they had top ranking jobs, like $500,000 a year, $1.2 million a year, all because they had to get on there and run that mouth. Well, Tierra, that's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with showing pictures of yourself, but you got to think about every little thing you're doing. And I say this specifically for people that have children. You have to be very careful of the stuff you post, because all it takes is one hater and say, I don't like that chick. And you sitting there puffing and smoking. They know you got kids. All they got to do is make one phone call. She rolling up a blunt. She talking about popping pills. She talking about she had to take 2 Xanaxes. Don't talk about that stuff on the book. You do anything you do, don't post it. Don't talk about it. Don't joke about it, because somebody always watching. I'm just trying to tell you. Too many people have lost their jobs and probably their children because of Facebook posts. And you can't turn it back once it's done. You're going to sit up. Now you got to sit in front of a judge and explain what the hell you meant on Facebook. Because he's going to ask you. She asked you, well, what did you mean when you said that? What did you mean when you took that photo? Just like the young dudes always posting pictures with guns. Do that make any sense? You post a picture with an AK, then you go do a drive-by with an AK, and now you shocked that somebody implicated you in the drive-by. But you just posted a picture of yourself on Instagram and Facebook with an AK-47. I'm woke. Well, my baby, Pop Smoke, from New York. Pop Smoke was doing a lot of flashing, and then got the last little digits off that little rental house in California. And the bags he posted on Instagram showed the damn location of the damn rental house on them damn bags that he posted, and he ain't thought about it. And I was devastated, because I had just found Pop Smoke on YouTube months after his death. And I didn't even know the boy was dead. But it shows you how these people are ruthless out here. They don't care nothing about you. But I tell the young guys that all the time. These folks ain't your friends. You sit up here hustling and coming up and walking around with your little 22-inch rims and 24s, and you all blinged out, and you got your folks riding with you. That same one riding in the back seat be the same one put you down. Y'all better wake up. Oh, okay. Just Bless said, AV, hold on. Wait a minute. AV just made a video. He going to the police station to ask questions. He said, post your questions you want him to ask the police officer. Well, I need to ask him when they're going to open the case for my Cherie, the one who interview I did about her daughter. Her daughter has been missing since 2012. I need to post that. Let me see what the hell going on. And I'm gonna put a comment on his page because that woman want to know where the hell her child is. And that man been walking free and then murdered her baby because her child been missing since 2012. Let me see. Where it said, I don't see it. Are you talking about the missing boys update? That the video you're talking about? Yeah, everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't your friend. Yes. Mo 3 told that, baby. You better believe that. And I'm devastated about him being murdered. These folks are sick. Oh, it's 9 minutes long. Well, I'm on something else. Where you uploaded to? I don't see nothing. I don't see it. It says 9 minutes. It's 38 minutes right here. Where his stuff? I don't see it, baby. I don't see it. I'm looking at myself on YouTube, looking down. I'm laughing at myself. But I don't know what's going on. Six hours ago, reward is now up to a combination. It's a 3-minute video of him talking. Oh, what the hell? Y'all commenting? I don't see it. Only thing I see is this 3-minute video.
Good evening, everybody. I'm gonna give it a minute.
I don't know.
It's been a long 2 weeks, basically.
Oh, Lord. I don't see what y'all talking about. Because I'm on his channel. So 9 minutes. I don't see nothing.
Some of you probably already know. Up until today, there was actually a $25,000 reward.
Oh, his community page. Well, how I check that? I don't see anything coming up. I'm gonna be blind looking at this stuff. I don't see it. How do I check his community page? I don't know how do I check it? Hello? You all need to check out the AFC podcast. I kind of like his little commentary. He was talking about some stuff on his channel today. It was streamed a week ago, but he had some interesting stuff on there. Lord, I don't see y'all comments or nothing coming up. AV Watchman. Check his community page. It's under AV Watchman United We Stand. I just was in that. And it's, oh Lord Jesus. I just went through that. AV Watchman United. So where I go, all I see is his logo. The first video is 9 minutes, 51 minutes. Is that the one? 42 minutes ago. 50K reward. Okay.
This evening, man, you would not believe the stuff that I found on missing children just in Kern County alone. Dating all the way back to 1987, as you can see there. So I did find a couple cases out in California City. This kid.
So what are we? What am I supposed to be watching for in this 9-minute live video?
2020, missing from California City, California. Date of birth March 10th, 2004. Age now is 16. He's male. His race is biracial. Hair color brown. Eye color brown.
So please, the community has come together, put together this reward. I'm afraid the only one who knows the truth will never come forward. That's true. Okay, Just Bless says he's going to the police station. So he's saying, well, put in the comment section anything we want him to ask the police. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell him. Let's see. God, I hate writing these big old words. Disappearance. Hold on, you guys. Oh, this is too much to do. Can't even see the words. Oh, I'm going. I'll tell you, I'm getting old. I don't see y'all saying nothing. I don't know why the signal board. He's going to police. Ain't nobody saying nothing. I got 25 of them. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Suspect is Edward. I think that's his name, Edward. Oh, Lord. Let me go back in my notes. Oh, y'all still there? Okay. I thought y'all was going to say something. I got to make sure I write the right name down to that other husband that's accused of getting his wife gone. I interviewed the mother the other day, and her daughter, the anniversary was the 7th, which was yesterday. And she believes this man killed her daughter. She doesn't believe she's alive. She had a close relationship with her daughter. This guy is been walking around, walking the earth. Oh, I got so much paper. Sorry, I'm trying to find my notes. So I wrote down the man's name. I want to make sure I put down the right name. I don't want to put down the wrong suspect's name. Ooh, Lord, all these notes. What's going on out there? 26 holding in with the queen. Y'all must ain't got nowhere to go in the morning. Y'all up. Golly. Y'all doing. Up with the queen. 26 holding on. Y'all holding on. I'm holding on to one of my eyes about ready to close. I'm about to get off here in a minute. I got to do some more stuff. Like lay down. I hate when I write stuff down. I got to go through every piece of paper. Oh, Jesus. Because I wrote the stuff down about the man. I just want to make sure I got the right name. I don't want to put nobody's name down wrong. Maybe looking for the wrong suspect. And I can't find it. I'm getting aggravated. These boys touch my heart watching the video. We still here. Okay, nature. I'm just sitting here thinking about this. This is a weird case about these boys. Oh, nope, I'm home and will sleep till midday. Okay. Well, hold on. I'm trying to find that man's name. I should have it down. I wrote it down. And I took notes. And I can't find it. Ain't heard no more about the case down in Mississippi. About the little boy. Dropped off at the Goodwill. What happened to the girl's bond, Terlicia? I ain't heard no more about that. No more about the mama. These people got too much going on in these streets. That's what the problem is. There's a whole lot of hanky-panky going on. Stuff that don't make no sense. Should be coming up right in here somewhere. Edward, that's his name, Gibson. I told y'all to put the last wrong name because the mama don't use the daughter. She don't want the daughter using that last name. Edward Gibson, remember that name. You know anybody see him, know him, call the damn police. He was on parole when she got missing. Barbara usually updates cases. Okay. He's been walking free and never interrogated while on parole when ask the mom for description so you can tell the people. I talked to her I did a live with her, baby. I gave y'all the description. Y'all got to go back to the video I put up this week. I did an interview with her. She's talking. She describes him. I give you a description of him when I first start the video, and then I put her on and she tells you about the relationship between her daughter and him. And he was on parole when he, threatened her with that shotgun, and she went missing that same night, I think, or the next day. But more than likely, he did. He did something to her and killed her because he went missing too. See, left the apartment and all that. Yeah. He has been walking free and never interrogated while on parole when she went missing. And him too. This happened in Cal City. January 7th, 2012. Anybody want to check the case out? Nice looking girl. Her name is Desiree Thompson. You can Google her name. She's 30 years old. Messed with the wrong man. Pisses me off. Well, I put a comment on Avery's channel. You all can see it. I asked him to ask about Desiree Thompson. She's 30 years old. Her mom contacted me, and I did a phone. Hold on. English is bad. I did a phone interview about the case live on my channel this week. The suspect is Edward Gibson. He has been walking free and never interrogated while on parole when she went missing, and he went underground. This happened in Cal City, January 7, 2012. Thank you. Let's see, I need to put that he's her husband, too. They don't tell him where he at. He probably ain't never left California. You know, you got people that do that. Okay, I'm back. 26 in, 41 thumbs up. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for waiting. It's a video. Wow. Yeah, these stories are heartbreaking. They are heartbreaking. But you can pull it up because they've got a page. She also has a case number, Desiree Thompson. She was an African American female. She's biracial. I talked to her mother from California the other day. I did a video. It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before yesterday. I did a video with her on live, talked to her, and she's heartbroken because yesterday was the anniversary of the death. So she was feeling some type of way. We messaged tonight. I just wanted to call and check on her. But I feel bad for her because can you imagine that was her only child? Only girl child? I think she told me she has a boy. She also has a son. Sorry. Hope this mother gets justice for her daughter. These stories. I hope she do too, Nitra, because this is sad. She wanted that child bad and she had that little girl. Can you imagine? Your child gets to the age of 30 and one day you talk to her, 8:30 at night, she holds a conversation with her. She tells her where she's at, that she's at a mutual friend's house. It was a female and a husband, a couple's house she was visiting. And after that, the mama don't hear nothing else from her. All she wrote. Next day, nothing. But see, I wish that young lady had left that apartment, house, whatever it was, duplex. The day he pulled that rifle out on her the night before, whatever, I'd have been got some air, honey. I sure wish she had just went and stayed somewhere. Because he meant business. It's a wonder he didn't shoot her then, but he probably didn't want to get caught. See, some people don't care. They'll go ahead and no, her last name it's Thompson Gibson, but when you look in the register, it's gonna say Desiree Thompson. But she did carry his married name. His name is Edward Gibson. And you pull his name up, they'll show you an old article where he was brought up on question for her disappearance. But he went underground. And that man been underground for years. And hell, 2012 ain't that long ago. For there to be an unsolved case. They believe he was, he's the suspect. He was married to her. They were living together. They had problems. He was an addict on drugs, likes to get high. So you know how it goes. He mad at her. She wanted him out. The mother told that in the interview. She wanted him out her house. So you know he pissed off. Oh, you want me to leave? So he put a rifle out on her and put it to her face, and her 4-year-old child was dying. And the grandmother now has all 4 children, custody of those children. One is grown. You know, the oldest is about 20-something years old, boy. But still, all the other kids she got, which are not by him, let me tell you that, those kids are not his children. But the grandmother, Miss Cherie, has those children. Thank you, baby. Who cares? Oh, honey, yes. I stay on this stuff. There's one case that I was watching off of that AFC YouTuber's channel. This case is kind of weird. I'm trying to figure out, I wonder how old it is. I might talk about it. But I was watching this channel tonight before I got on. And this is an odd case. You know, my mind starts wondering when I hear any type of crime. A girl and a guy are sitting in a park, and she ends up dead, I guess, in a car. I'm assuming he was in a car with her. But they said he robbed her, and she had 5 kids. I think she was 26 years old. And I'm trying to figure out why everybody thought he robbed her, because when he gives the commentary, they didn't say nothing about the it was being a robbery. I don't know. I got to put an article up because something about that story don't make no sense. What made him think she had some money? So what I said in the comment section was she either was hustling, dancing, escort, or she came into some money. And this happened the winter of 19. So it was before stimulus time, before y'all start thinking it was stimulus money. So that was, I think, December 19 he killed her, November 19, somewhere in there, don't quote me. But the point is, it was before the new year of 2020. She's found dead in a car. She got 5 kids. 5 kids now. They ain't got no mama. She had her kids very young. She probably had her first kid about, 14, 15 years old. Because the oldest is like 11. So she had her babies young. So I'm trying to figure out, what did he think she had for them to say they think he robbed her? I think it was something else going on. Oh, did you, baby? On the cupcake. Yeah, I had Derica sister on earlier. Well, you missed it, Lasagna. I had Derica's sister on earlier, and I messed the live up. She had already got done talking, but I ended up pressing this phone I'm on when one of the other people was calling, Miss Nietzsche was calling, and I pressed this phone that I'm on talking to you all by mistake, because both phones were ringing at the same time when the video chat was coming through, and my mind wasn't thinking, and I'm live and hit the accept button and then zooped you all out. And I had to restart another video to pick up where I was talking. I said, Lord have mercy. I think these people going to be like, dang, she was in the conversation. And the whole video stopped. So I'm going to have to put a note at the top of that video to let everybody know it was a little zilch. Say what, baby? Wait, let me see your comment. A year later, an update. I definitely, no update. Just the sister is a viewer. And she be in the chat talking and commenting. And a lot of people probably didn't know that Derica's sister has been sitting here all along while y'all been talking, listening to your comments. And y'all didn't know that was her sister. So I asked her earlier, would she like to come on and give her a comment about the cupcake case, her sister, why she did it, their upbringing, their background, and her opinion on this case in California. And, you know, it was a good little interview. I felt sorry for her, you know, just the fact of her being in the system at a young age. All the kids got separated. So you see, that's what people don't understand. Yes, it starts with the person that had you first. And for those that don't really get it and want to, you know, say, don't talk about the baby mama, don't talk about the baby mama. Well, maybe you should listen to my interview with Candace and hear somebody who was a ward of the state talk. Maybe you'll understand why some people feel like it starts with the original parent. Yeah, very mature content. Because see, it's easy to stand on this side of the road and judge and say this and say this. Because see, if you don't weigh in on all the perspectives, you really can't, it's not balanced. Because like I told people, had you all heard Ryan Dean made the news with the baby with the fractured leg, y'all be talking bad about her. But because now those kids were found in the custody of somebody else, now you want to say, oh, well, it don't matter about what happened with the baby mama. They over here missing. Well, it do start with the baby mama. How you going to jump the story? Every story has a beginning. And those children got taken from Ryan Dean for whatever reasons. And they ended up with the West people. And now they're missing from these people. And most of us are suspecting foul play. And so then you bring this person in who's now grown, Miss Candace, and you hear her talk about her life in foster care from the age of 4 to 19. That's a long time to go out of your parents' custody and not even get adopted and stay in the same damn house. So that's why I said you need to know the aspects of what it's like being a child in the system. You worried about the mama and saying, well, we don't talk about the mama and what she did and woo, woo, woo. Well, maybe we'll give you the perception from a child. What it's like to be a child in foster care. Maybe you'll see things differently. You see, because you ain't hearing from a child what it's like. Can you imagine what it'd be like to go talk to a 4-year-old right now that got took from their mama or daddy? Or how about talk to them a couple years later when they're 9 and ask them how they feel to be shuffled around from house to house and not be able to go back to their mom and daddy's house? See, that's why I always tell people need to think. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But if you've never been in foster care, you don't know what it's like. Just blessed I was 5. No, that's what I'm saying. People don't know what it's like. So Candace don't hate her mama. They speak, whatever, but the point still remains. This lady was not well. Obviously, she had some mental problems. She mentioned that. So she probably wasn't the best candidate to have children. That's why they were taken from her. Say what, baby? And we be in every chat really used to being quiet, laugh out loud. Oh, okay. Well, all this is a hot mess. That's why I said everybody's entitled to their opinion. You can think what you want. But like I said, everything starts from the beginning. And these children had a mother and something happened with her in the state with a fractured leg. Then we're hearing stories about weed. She wouldn't stop smoking weed. But I still believe there was more to that story. I still think there was other things probably going on. I still believe the child could have had more injuries. Who's to say? I wasn't there, but that's my point. Bring me a report. Let me see. Because I don't want to hear nothing from a person who got their kids taken away. Let me hear a doctor report, a CPS say, well, we found this, then it was this, then we got calls on this. Then the person didn't comply, then the person didn't show up for the class, then the person didn't go to the class, and the person didn't turn the paperwork in. You see, you don't never know, because let me tell you something. People don't tell everything. Keep trying to tell folks that. You think somebody's going to tell you everything they did not do? Especially when it comes to getting their child. And like I said, I was not there. But I always remember a doctor signed off on that baby. CPS wasn't just hanging at the hospital because they were bored. Somebody saw something in the medical report, the injuries with the child, and they decided to call CPS. The doctor called CPS. So we don't know what that doctor saw. What she saw, the doctor. Who knows who else has called? We don't know what people said in an interview about the baby mother and the child and the children and her environment and her life and her past. Believe me. You think people your friends? Well, let the state or police or detectives start asking questions about you. You'd be surprised what people say about you. I keep trying to tell folks. What I'm trying to tell you. Get investigated and see all the little things that'll come out. People start talking about you, what they'll tell about you. And it could be somebody that you trust and like, and you think they would say something kind about you, you don't know what somebody go back and tell somebody of law enforcement about you. Wait a minute, let me say that again. My little head ring. Adoption doesn't mean they love you. I was adopted from another country, abused and dropped off at a hospital. Oh wow, baby, that's terrible. See, but that's what I'm saying. You need to think of all the the realms of a storyline, and that's something people don't think. People just talk, but they don't think when they talk. You can side with the adoptive parents, you can side with the biological parents, but who's speaking up for the foster kid, adopted kid? Because see, two missing, and they can't talk. Come on with it. And what the other adopted children gonna say about living in the house with the West family? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You don't know what the hell they got to say. And you don't know what their own biological children got to say about mommy and daddy. Better hope you don't find out some other funky stuff been going on with them folks and their kids. I said it, because I don't know them. I don't know nothing about them folks. Okay, she said, even when you're adopted, they still do a check in the first year with me. Okay, so see, that's why I was saying I didn't know the bylaws of California law pertaining to how long will it be that they'll keep, coming by doing checks after, you've been adopted. Right, maybe the checkup was coming. See, that's what I was trying to say, Just Bless. Something jumped off. Either this was a grand scheme to get rid of them, or something jumped off for them to say, somebody poking around, now here come the cavalry, we got to go. They got to go. But see, the thing these dodo birds don't understand, if you've been doing something with them kids, or there's been some allegations, or somebody been a nosy parker, they can find you. Because so long as you're drawing any type of aid, Social Security, disability, military, you can be found. What? You grown, they pop up. What you mean? What you mean by that? No, I'm just saying. Because I thought about that too. Maybe something happened. Somebody missed an appointment. Somebody been talking. Somebody been gossiping about the kids, saying something about them. Okay, how this stuff says you should never blame the system, the very system that tried to protect the kids. But see, people don't look at it like that. You see, Candace said her mama blamed everybody but herself. The fact that her kids was taken away. You heard her say that in my live. That the mother blamed everybody but herself. And even on that dude's channel last night, he played Ryan Dean talking about wanting her kids back if they are found alive. And the first thing she said, she kind of had a little snip in her tone. I did everything they wanted me to do. I'd do it again, something like that. So it's kind of like, well, what's the attitude all about? So see, she slipped up right there in the interview. What you getting the attitude about? You'll do it all again or whatever. I mean, had you done it the first time, we wouldn't be talking about this story or you. Come on now. And some people say, I don't think she wanted her kids. That's what was said on that channel. I was shocked to hear him say it. She ain't want them kids because she had years to get them back. She ain't want them. You can't put down the blunt. And it's kind of deep when you think about it. I mean, it is deep. Don't use adjectives. That's deep. You can't stop smoking to get your kids? Yes, you gotta take accountability. Damn. That's why I keep telling people, y'all want to jump and cry and moan and act like somebody trying to talk about somebody. Well, this is what people don't understand. Didn't nobody know her? Shit. You look. Let the queen keep it real. You in my phone. You in my phone coming up as a notification. I ain't sent for you. The news didn't send for you. The news didn't send for Ryan Dean. Jacqueline and Giselle West, Mr. Watkins, the grandmama, or them kids. Y'all put yourself in this mix by whatever you was and was not doing by them kids. You can't blame nobody but your damn self. They send a social worker every 3 months in foster care, but they always took less than 10 minutes with me. Well, see, a lot of times they don't do all the stuff they need to do, like going in your rooms, looking under the bed, looking in the closet, looking in the shed, looking in the refrigerator, looking in the pantry. You need to look at everything. Go to the school, watch them in school. You need to go check everything out. Because what's going on over here ain't going on over here. And you need to pop up on them and catch them out their element. Like coming in the door, going out the door. This is when you see what people are about. When they snappy, irritated, frustrated, dinner time, you can see what's really going on. Oh my Lord, said she was being molested and they had no clue. And you didn't tell them? You didn't tell them that somebody was touching you? Oh, honey, that's terrible. That's really terrible. 21 in the chat, 41 thumbs up at 2 hours and 52 minutes. Lord, I know I need to end this. It's almost at 3 hours. Baby, that's terrible. Don't tell me that. That's terrible. But see, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand what children go through. People don't understand. That's why I keep saying, why don't you put the shoe on the other foot instead of sympathizing with the adopted parents? Oh, she said she was threatened. Oh, Lord. Sitting over here worrying about the baby mama. Oh, that's the past. Don't talk about that. Why don't y'all sit in the chair where the children sit with your smart asses? I said it. Why don't you sit where the children sit? Waking up in a strange bed, a strange house. You don't know the people. The smells are different. The attitudes are different. Maybe today they sounded nice. 5 days in, they act like they don't want me. They make a little snide remarks. They pinching me, yanking on me, pulling my hair, pushing me, shoving me, punching me. You don't know what the hell's going on. How about this? If the kids are found safe, the adoptive family members can get the kids. Yep. Not Ryan, because they are not her kids anymore. Yes, Heidi Stuff, I know that. She said, making fun of her. Yep. Well, that's the whole sick part about this whole story. I don't want really nobody affiliated to get these children if they're found, because it's too much going on with everybody involved. So hell no. Now, they might be a great cousin over here in Toledo, Ohio, that could be really nice and they ain't got nothing to do with the immediate, but still. Y'all can visit. So long we know you ain't had nothing to do with knowing what the hell happened to any abuse or anything. That's all I'm saying. I'm over it. I'm stone cold over all this. I'm sick of all these cases because it goes on and on and on, and I'm sick of it. It don't stop. What they do, they deserve a fresh start. A new environment, new location. Sadly, hell, don't nobody know where they're at. If they got to pick them up and take them 5 hours up the highway or to another state. And it's sad to say. And that's even more spooky saying that, because now you're still talking about putting them in another environment with some people and praying to God that they'll be safe. See, that's what's sickening about this story. It's a Ferris wheel that won't stop. Don't stop. Can't get off the ride. You can't get off the ride. Just self-torture over and over again. And don't nobody really get it. And if you ain't never dealt with the state, like I said, you ain't never been a foster kid, you ain't never been shuffled around, you have no idea what it's like. That's why I said, while everybody rallying for somebody with 2 feet and grown, won't you rally for them babies and try to empathize and see and think and put yourself in their shoes? Imagine waking up and just going from place to place. Every 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, every 2-3 years, you wake up, you in somebody else's house, new bed, new rules, new regulations, new religious ways. See, y'all don't think about none of that. One day you over here, you might be with a Muslim. Tomorrow you might be over here with a Protestant. The next time you're in the house with a Catholic. The next time you're in the house with a Mormon. Stay woke. Too many people, too many different ways, too many different ideologies, too damn much. You want wish that on your worst enemy. Oh wow, she said she can't use black garbage bag. Well, because that's terrible, packing your clothes up every time. And then you wonder, well, what did I do? Here come a worker showing up to tell you, oh yeah, well, Mr. Jones and Mrs. Jones said it's not working out, so we're coming to take you somewhere else. I tell people, you know what that's like. And how you gonna have a positive disposition growing up if you went from house to house? I mean, I don't care what the age is that you went in state's care. Well, I don't know why nobody would have a low opinion of an orphan. Because like I said, people don't ask to come here. And what a lot of people think, if they meet you and you, let's say you 13 and you in the state's care, they automatically think you was a troublemaker, perhaps, that you was doing stuff and your parents couldn't do nothing with you, or you was breaking the law, this and that. But they don't really know that, like Candace's situation, Candace was in the state since 15 damn years. But they ain't gonna know until they ask her. Oh, how long you been in the state's care? Oh, since I was 4, a itty bitty spider. That don't make sense for nobody to be in the care that damn long. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to get in the care, and it's a disgrace to stay there till you damn grown. And how can you have any self-esteem being passed around like a damn volleyball? And then we get mad when these same people go out here and do terrible things and commit crimes. I keep trying to tell people, a lot of people are victims of their circumstances. And yes, we get mad and say, well, they should know better. They know right from wrong. Yeah, but then we also have to say, well, do they? Because I don't know who the hell was raising them, what the hell they was teaching them. And a lot of people are not teaching kids nothing because their damn parents and guardians don't know nothing. Or they don't care about nothing. Shit, y'all know, y'all got some folks out here, they smoke with their kids. They smoke past the blunt with them. Now, what you think they're going to do when they have kids? Just say it. Teach their kids how to break the law, do wrong. You're not supposed to be doing that with your kids. They want to do wrong when they get grown, then that's on them. But you're not supposed to be aiding your kids to break the law. Because you're setting a bad example, and now they're going to go out here and they just start doing all kind of crazy stuff and learn it from their parents. Supposed to be only max 30 days to turn into 1 year and a half. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. And that's why, like Nietzsche was saying, why do you all want to think these people don't want, or the Nietzsche Hardy stuff said about the foster homes, CPS, why you think they just want to keep you? They don't be having no places to put these folks. Y'all just think they just sitting out here waking up. I can't wait to get some foster kids today. Hey, Bob, how many did you get this week? Well, I placed 10 this week in a foster home. I placed 5 this week. Like it's a contest. Sounds stupid. Hell no, they don't want to be running and trying to place you somewhere. And then worry about, are they going to be coming back to take you out? Because you don't like it, the family don't like it, you ain't getting along with the kids. New school, could be anything. People don't get it. And if you've never been in a position of being a foster child, how can you ever understand? You will never be able to understand. So that's why I always tell people, no matter how bad your life may seem, terrible things you go through, your stripes, your ups and downs, the stresses and stuff, all this new stuff going on with COVID and not having enough money and work. It's always somebody worse off. And naturally, you ain't going to sit up here and be worried about their business because you struggling yourself. You like, hell, well, I'm worried about that man over there and I'm struggling over here. But what I'm saying to you, sometimes God will put somebody in your path to show you you ain't got no problems. And even if you got some problems, it ain't like that person's. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, we all got stuff going on. I got stuff going on now. And everybody I talk to be like, God got that. We ain't worried about it. We ain't worried. And that's why I always say in my videos, I'm highly favored, even when I feel doomed. because I know that somebody is in a worse situation than me somewhere. They may not be going through what I'm going through, but somebody going through something way worse. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to check out of here because I'm at 3 hours. I was walking through this apartment the other day, and like I said, I got my own stuff I got going on. And the first thing I said was, no matter what, I ain't got what's going on out there in California. Because I wouldn't want to be in Ryan Dean's predicament. And I wouldn't want to be in the West predicament. And nor would I want to be those children. Because we don't even know where they are. So I had something to give thanks for. It's so difficult to place these kids. They will place these kids in overcrowded conditions. This is probably why the aunt had the kids first. It was a temporary placement. Yes, they will do that. If it's just to put you on the couch in the sunroom. Y'all don't hear me? But somebody said that was a year. So I don't know what that's about. That's why I said all this is hearsay. Until that mother comes forward and just lay out a timeline, like somebody said, kill everything and just be honest and just start from the beginning and name everything and everybody involved and what she did and did not do and how long the kids was over here and how long the kids was over there, ain't nothing gonna make no sense. And that's where people start judging because they don't have all the details. So you don't know what to think. Because in your mind, you're thinking, damn, well, how bad was it over here with the mama? For y'all to go take the kid and then put them over here with these cuckoo birds. And now we got to sit up here and decide, did somebody kidnap their kids? Could have been a pedophile or something? They just snatched up to, or are these people complicit in getting their kids gone? Yeah, well, somebody need to tell the truth. You know, Ryan Dean need to tell her part if she want to, but she could feel like she ain't obligated to explain nothing because she could just say, well, they took my kids, they placed them over here, why y'all focusing on me? And a lot of people feel like that. I mean, I've heard some comments from people who said, I don't know why y'all focusing on her. That's the past, it's over with. They gone. Okay, Nietzsche, good night. But like I said, everything's about perception. But in order to have a story, to get to the ending, you got to have a beginning. And the beginning is Ryan Dean. No matter how you look at it, whether you like it or not, they had a mother and they were taken from her for a fractured leg and God knows what else, allegations of smoking marijuana, not complying. So I don't know. But I know this is a terrible situation and I would not wish it on no small child, because also there are now 4 other children allegedly in the state's care. And they didn't ask for this. They didn't ask for this at all. When I get more information, I'll bring you the said commentary. Thanks for joining me in this long 3-hour video. Thank you all so much for the support. Those who jumped on, Nitra, Hottie Stuff, thank you so much for joining us and talking. Thank my sister for stopping in. I don't know how this is going to end, but all I can say, it don't look good. 22 in the chat, 42 thumbs up, super chat. Thank you so much for that. I'll be back. God bless all of you. Thank you, Hottie Stuff. Hottie Stuff was there all along. I can't believe you ain't sleepy. And Nietzsche show ought to be tired. And I'd be tired too. Think I'm about to try to go somewhere this morning. We walk around here like a zombie in the morning. Thank you all so much for everything. God bless all of you. Stay safe. If you get any news updates, drop it in the chat or send it to me through Instagram, Big Sexy 71. Anybody coming in, thank you, Just Blessed. Thank you. Anybody coming in on this chat late, know that you can reach me anytime by Instagram, Big Sexy 71. You can message me, talk to me, text me, video chat. You got a news story, update to anything I've talked about on the channel, just send it through a text. I will read it. I'll send you a heart, thumbs up to let you know I've seen it. And pray for my friend Miss Mary, who has not been doing well in the hospital in Virginia. Also pray for Miss Cherie Smith in Cal City, California, who has a missing daughter who was 30 at the time. She went missing January 7th, 2012. She has never been located, nor has she ever contacted her mother, friend, or family, or her children And I'm praying for you, Cherie. I don't know what's going to happen, but I've left your child's name down in A.B. Washman's chat, and hopefully he will go to the chief of police and also mention that your daughter is an open case. It is a cold case, and you haven't had anyone working on that case in Cal City, and I'm praying that they will get some resources to work on those people who are still missing in Cal City, and there are unsolved murders in Cal City. So something needs to be done. 2012, that's too long not to be working on that case. That's just too damn long. And y'all let that man walk around, Edward Gibson. I'm saying your name, Edward Gibson, who lives in California, Cal City, California. You know you did something to Desiree. And yeah, I put your name in bright lights because you've been able to walk around for 8 years. 8 years. Say what, baby? Address the mayor. You walked around for 8 years unpunished. And I believe, like Cherie, you did something to her child. We just gonna say you killed her child. Because the girl was close to her mother. And she had 4 kids. She would have left her children. You were mad at her because she put your ass out. And you went back and took revenge. And it don't matter if you went and found her that night or she called you. You were still legally her husband. And like the mother said, she 9 times out of 10 wanted to work out her marriage with you. But you weren't worthy of Desiree's attention, affection, or time. And now 4 children are without a mother. And the grandmother's raising those kids. And this woman missed her child and she wants to bring her child home so she can put her in a proper burial. So why don't you come forward and tell us what the hell you did with that woman? Queen keeps it real. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Love all of you. Good morning. Bye-bye.